Actually, I'm not.
Nailed
I've
it.
been safe all day.
Ah.
Been a long time. This is
But I'll
man's
tell
being
you all
safe.
about it when I see you again.
Keep
Going.
Thought we were worried about getting banned here.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get our a cappella DMCA covered music banned. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live recording of the Talking Reckless podcast. Let's get all those boxers, get all those junk straps adjusted here before we get going. And
Yes.
make it. That's why we have the table, like we said before, so no one can see what's going on.
Yep.
Underneath.
Kev's actually just under here on all fours right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's working the room. It's not just spending time on me.
Okay.
I'm just the first. I pulled the short straw, so or long.
Boom.
I pulled the straw.
It'd be the short
And now
one.
he's pulling my straw.
It'd be the short one, because if it was the long straw, you'd see the long straw sticking out of the hand.
It's true.
It's always the short one. Odds and evens.
Till it's not the mind games.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm
I'm
all right.
well.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm well as well.
Just got
Excellent.
shown up grammar style.
Yeah. Superman's good.
Yeah.
You're well.
I'm it.
Less,
Maybe you are good.
less
Yeah,
deaths
I'm
I could be the evil.
I'm good.
or fewer deaths?
Pure good.
Fewer deaths. Less deaths?
Fewer.
Fewer deaths?
Yeah. Less implies some sort of fraction, I guess.
Murder of crows.
Yeah.
Touche. Touche.
Thank you.
The amount
Yeah.
of people in the hotel, less deaths, was 24.
Less 20, fewer.
Like minus.
Were those your feet? Was that your feet? Were those your feet?
Are them's your feet?
Yeah. I don't think we ever got resolution on what is the correct way to ask someone, were those your feet?
Yeah, there you go.
Was that your feet?
Was that your foot?
Was that your
They
foot?
still are
Yeah.
my feet.
Were those your feet?
Were those your feet? Was that your foot?
What about beers? Do you go for a couple beer or do you go for a couple beers?
Beers. Beers,
Definitely.
I always say beers. Too.
Rednecks lose the S somewhere along the way.
It's garbage.
Cup of
Garbage.
beer.
Ah,
Grab a dart and
it's like sheep.
2 beer.
Beer?
Sheeps.
Beer.
Sheeps. 2 sheeps.
Whoa.
It's like Coke. You go for a couple Cokes, not go for a couple Coke.
Yeah, I'm not going for 2 Coke.
Yeah.
I'm going for 2 Cokes.
2 Cokes?
Ooh.
One's not enough. Three's too many.
Yeah.
I had a large McDonald's Coke. Drank the whole thing on the way here.
Oh, summer day, summer drink days.
Yeah, that's right. $1.05.
Buckaroo.
Paid with my Visa.
Nice. Tap and go.
Yeah, I pay everything with my Visa too.
Yeah.
Because they get like McDonald's pays a little bit, right?
Yeah, they
When
probably pay more for that transaction than I
Yeah.
did on the fucking Coke.
That'll teach. That's probably not true. That'll teach them. I think they pay a couple cents every time you use Visa.
They're also making an enormous amount of money on the sale of Coke because
Oh.
it costs them nothing to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bought a
So-
quarter-cent worth of syrup and
I know.
carbonation.
I know, but normally when I buy that, it costs me twice that money.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
And I happily pay it
And
all
they-
year round.
And they only do this because they're like, we're just going to get them in here with the cheap pop, and then they'll get the food when they see our menu.
Yeah, then they'll buy those new bagels.
And I
Yeah,
fucking
everybody
drove
wants
right
those.
They have
through
new
there.
bagels.
Yeah, since Tim Hortons people are on strike, McDonald's jumped on it and are selling bagels now.
Why did the Tim
Tim Hortons people are on strike, or the bagel suppliers for Tim Hortons?
One of those people.
Yeah.
I'm not too
I
sure.
don't know either.
No,
I'm
okay.
not implying you didn't know. I was clarifying.
A lady
Oh, I
threw
don't
poop
know. I'm
into
sorry.
I was
Tim
gonna
Hortons.
say,
Yeah.
if someone threw human feces
Yep.
at me,
Little
I
bit
would
of
probably
poop.
strike also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little bit of poop.
Yep.
A little bit.
Did
Just
she-
like their
did
coffee.
she hit her?
Oh,
the food?
I don't know.
I would have
The
left.
jury's still out on that.
I would
one.
have left so quick. Like I would have vacated the front of the store immediately when the poop started.
I like to think that she missed the guy that she was talking to,
Hit somebody
and that
else.
there's a guy just like cutting a panini. They're just like, oh, what is it? What?
Or he's like going
happened?
down to cut the panini, and the poop just lands on
Yeah.
the panini. And
Well-
he's like,
Still good enough. We'll just wrap this up and good
Probably
to go.
fine.
Nice.
Chocolate
check,
donut,
please.
right? I didn't watch the video because it seems horrifying.
Uh-huh.
But apparently she just
Oh, she had it
she-
primed.
there she goes.
Confident
Because
woman.
he's
Yep.
up against the wall.
Confident woman.
It
Does
makes
she?
me think
Yeah.
Have you've seen it? You've seen
Yeah,
the
I've seen it all.
she used the
shit
wall.
bandit.
Yeah.
It makes me think that she was trying to use their facilities
And they wouldn't. That's
they
apparently
said no.
Yeah, that's the story.
because there's a heavy drug usage of users in that area. that they don't allow private or public access to the bathroom unless you buy something. And she got upset and
Took a poop right on the floor.
here we go then.
Yep.
I
That's
do like
risky.
that she then took the time to grab some napkins, wipe, and then also throw the napkins. That's
Yeah.
what really...
Class act.
Big respect.
You're nailing that
She
one.
left all the poop in that restaurant.
Yeah.
This was premeditated shitting. This was planned well ahead of time.
Yep.
Can you imagine her just when they tell her no and being like, "You fucking pissed off the one person
You done
you
did
didn't
it now.
want."
Has to be more than one no. It's
You
like,
can turn
ma'am,
down-
ma'am, please purchase something
And
before
like,
you can use our facilities.
As a man who has in the past, and probably will in the future, need to go to the bathroom in a pinch, I can go pretty much anywhere. I don't think I'd be able to pick it up and throw it at somebody.
What if you were really mad?
You still gotta
don't
touch
think
your own
I could-
poop.
Yeah, I could not get over
She uses
having
a
to
napkin,
physically...
pick up a napkin
No,
and-
she didn't do that.
No?
No, she let it go and then turned around and picked it up fresh and steamy.
I mean, I could do it if it wasn't my own, or I mean, if it was if it was only my own. I think I could be okay with that.
Only
I'll
if it's
pick on my
someone
own
else's
poop.
poop I've never seen before in my life.
That's right. I need to not know this person and will never meet this
And
person
you
again.
can't see them create it either.
Definitely
you have
can't
to
see them
walk
create it.
in and, there's poop there, I'm going to throw it.
Yeah.
It
gotta
comes
be
out of a
cold.
machine like ice cream.
I
If
got
it's
this.
still-
Dibs.
If it's
Dibs.
still warm enough to be like, this came from inside a human,
If it was out of me, I could do it.
I don't.
I could do it. You know, it's like you can clean up my own vomit if I need to.
Vomit I can do.
Not anybody else's. Not in a
No.
million fucking years.
Bruce.
I
Yeah,
can
that's
clean up
true.
my own vomit.
This is a gross podcast.
Well, I mean, if you have protective gear, anything's fine. Just if you're
Nope.
going barehanded, I don't want to touch shit.
No, I'll touch shit. I'd rather touch shit than smell shit. When you're smelling it, it's
No.
like becoming a part of you. You're absorbing poop particles.
Yeah.
The same thing with touching it.
interesting
It's now
theory.
more part
Nah,
of you.
I'm
It's
just gonna wash my
diffusing
hands.
into your skin.
I'll just wash my hands. I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's quick water.
The thing is, you
wash.
probably poop or smell poop particles all the time. You don't physically touch poop all the time.
No.
Can we talk about how archaic it is that we still, in North America at least, wipe our asses instead of using bidets?
Technology's not there yet.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah,
Think
wait for the
about
price
it.
to come
Though.
down.
Be a
If
big
you
change.
if you get poop on your hand, and this is a great example,
happens.
do you just grab a napkin and wipe it off and you're good? No, you go and wash it off.
Yeah, a little soap.
So why wouldn't you do that to the area that expels the poop from your body?
I don't know. I think a lot.
It's got to be a cost.
There's no way in hell that my old dad will ever use a bidet. I'm not using one of them fancy robot water squirting shit wipers. Like
Man.
there's no way.
All you gotta do is try it once, change your life.
It's Christianity holding back Canada. That's what it is.
Here, brother.
Yeah, that's right.
Since the great bidet outlawing of Ot 17.
You just sit in the
Thou
sink
shalt
like a
not
normal
wash
person.
thy butt, and not the rest of thy body.
Only listen. I shower sometimes twice a day. We went over this last week.
Yeah.
You shower a million times a day
Yeah, on my days off, I shower like 3 times a day. Sometimes
Damn.
between 2 and 3.
because I hate the environment. Is why. Fuck that thing.
Save the water for bath.
I think baths are gross.
Yeah.
I think baths in an apartment are gross.
I don't like bathing.
I like to shower.
Can't
Me
even
too.
think the last time I bathed. Like outside of a hot
had,
tub.
Like had a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to call it? We can't call it bathing.
Showering is bathing.
Yeah, I guess,
Yes.
yeah, technically.
Showering is totally
But
bathing.
what do we call, like, is we have to say having a bath then?
Yeah.
To be bathed.
Yeah.
It's like having a larf, having a bath. I don't even remember the last time I had a bath.
Me neither. It is like, I'm like, oh, this is nice for like 12 seconds. And then I'm like,
No
now
way.
this is gross.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna run the water the whole time so it stays hot.
I'm essentially like a soup now.
People soup.
Yeah.
It's one step not as gross as swimming. I think swimming pools.
Oh, swimming. I love swimming.
I've really turned the corner on swimming pools.
They're gross.
Yeah, never used to have a problem with it, and then I did a little bit of work in like the behind the scenes, little
Yeah.
electrical work, and just no, thank you.
I just fucking don't give a fuck when I get in there.
Yeah, I didn't until I did.
And then you did. And then you did, and then you couldn't not anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go in another swimming pool. Well, not never, but
A lot of piss in there.
oh, tons.
lot of
That's
piss.
yeah, but and that's not even like the you can't filter out piss. It's the stuff that gets in the filters.
Oh
that
yeah. You talk to people who have to clean the pools and they pull those filters out.
we're
And there's
working.
all different colors of hairs and
We're working right around the filters. It
different
was,
curvatures of said hairs, meaning that they probably didn't all come from the head.
It's all in chlorine. It's fine.
Yeah.
pH balance is normal. You're good to go.
I think when you walk out into that sun and feel the burn, you know you've never been cleaner.
chemically scrubbed.
Yeah.
You guys want to start a podcast?
Sure.
All right.
Ba-da-da-da. Hey.
My whistle. Hey, everybody in the chat. Nightbot is going to be reminding us occasionally that when we record this, we don't really look at the chat, as you just did. So if you see anybody pop in and they're like, hey, what's going on? What's this? Just let them know. We're doing a podcast. We'll check in on the breaks. We'll check in afterwards. Hima, I'm trusting you with this, most of all.
Hima?
Yeah. Is that the Sheep
Thank
Sea
you.
Explorer?
Yes.
That's the one.
Yes, that is.
Address him by his...
Her.
By her name.
Well, yeah.
Not
of
her
course.
slave name.
We're on a first name basis. Exactly. We don't use slave names in the chat.
Excellent.
Yes, no Sheepsea Explorer. That's a virtual slave name.
Okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Kevin was playing Final Fantasy VI yesterday, where they have slave crowns. Crowns, colors, crowns. I think.
Which one is that? Is that the one Terra?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Magitech Elite
3/6. Yeah.
That's how you know they're a slave?
Yeah. Well, she had a slave crown around her head, and that was controlling her, I guess.
No, I see.
And they're like, "Oh, a slave crown! I wonder what this does." And then
Don't put it on your head.
one scene later, yeah, you find out it's mind control.
Fuck.
So who
It
knows?
says slave crown right on it.
Yeah.
I thought it just meant you were the king or queen of the slaves.
No, there are a lot of slave crowns.
It's like really ornate but cheap crowns they give to their slaves so they feel like
Burger
they're
King.
Yeah.
making it happen.
Burger King crowns.
the only royal
It's
wedding
part of
I
the
care
team.
about.
It's like the ones that when you pop the crackers at Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Like the little paper crowns in there.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not a slave, you're a king like me.
I've never had one fit upon my
No,
nose.
they're too fucking big.
Too big?
Nope.
Well,
Too small. Too small. Let's do a show.
this is the third time I thought we had been doing
It's
the show.
May the 21st. This is the first time. This is the 226th time actually that we've done this show, Brando.
Wow.
Welcome to Talking Reckless 226. My name is Matt Eads. Brandon Lynch is here.
I think we should number them differently depending on the four people we have.
Okay.
So this would be like Eads, Bryce, Brandon, and Warren one.
Yeah.
This is,
I think so.
I think
I think
two.
it's one. I'm gonna call it's one based,
Based on
on the
group chat.
group chat.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless the first time we did it, you did not send a message to specifically us four.
Entirely possible.
Yeah.
Entirely possible. I'm a mess on the back end. Warren Barris is here as well.
Yes, I am.
Welcome to
Debut edition.
Brando 1. And Bryce Zinnick here for the first time on Eads Warren Brando. Bryce 1.
Just short it to Web.
Webub. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The second B.
We pronounce it Weeb.
Nice.
Which I don't know if we're allowed to say. We never
that's a-
we never really
Get it
got
out early.
is that okay? I was worried that might be
No.
a slur, but well, it's out there now, so fucking whatever. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back.
All the weebs have just turned off.
Oh,
Had enough of this.
come on,
Nope,
easy,
that's
senpai.
enough.
Easy. Welcome back, everybody. How y'all been?
I've been fantastic.
Yeah,
Toasty.
we're here at the end of the first week of Eads. If you're listening on Monday,
Huh.
a week
Not the
anniversary.
first full week.
No,
First
no.
work week of Eads.
It'll be Monday.
Yeah.
Will be the first.
Oh,
full
I
week.
guess, yeah, today is right.
Yeah, today is first. Yeah, 5 days. They're just alive. Whatever.
Yeah.
7 days.
Woo.
7 days since I tore off my electrician's necklace and threw it in the.
Then went and picked it up temporarily, put it back on, and then tore it off again.
Picked it up on Wednesday and went, "What the fuck am I doing?" Ah!
Again.
Is
And
there a
got out of
conflict
there.
of pride there? Where when they called you to do this, you're like, you're kind of doing this new thing.
Yeah, they're actually kind of. So they
I
called
wanted
me.
like a fresh cut here. I had this whole big thing planned.
They called me again today and we're like, "Hey, you wanna next week similar thing?" I was like, "No, sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got video games to play, sucker."
Yeah. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, pretty.
Good luck with that.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just phrase it differently. Like I have some other electrical work I need to take care of.
Well, yeah.
my
yeah.
other job needs me.
That's usually. I'm like, oh, sorry, I got a full time gig going on somewhere else.
That's right.
Exactly.
Try to save a little bit of face.
Chat's waiting.
It's Chad.
Chat.
Oh, I say Chad. That's
Chad?
how. Yeah, I'm like, sorry, Chad.
Chad.
Chad needs
Chad's
me.
waiting.
Yeah, I promised Chad that I'd be
I work
there
for Chat
too.
now.
So
You know John, or John knows you, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's,
Everyone
we're all
knows Chad.
pretty much the same way. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Chad.
What a wild week it's been. Let me tell you.
Noise.
Played
I
some
watched
Bloodborne.
you play
Rage.
a lot of Rage.
Rage.
Yeah. A lot
That game's
more
not
Rage than I needed to watch in my
That game
life.
is so fucking
Game
bad.
is not good.
Oh yeah, we played a little bit of id Software's 2011 shooter, which had a sequel kind of leaked, and then a gameplay trailer for it last week. Rage. John Goodman's
Rage. That's exciting.
Like he's in like voices it?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay. I didn't know
like
that.
No, he developed it.
yeah, he wrote the
Oh,
code.
he could have been like a director or
Yeah, I'm with you.
the
I'm
writing
with you.
or something.
He could be the Tom Clancy of.
Yeah.
He did some very
Yeah.
base storyboards. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone did any base storyboards for this game.
No, there's no story.
Let
alone boards.
Not really. It's
They came to the storyboard meeting, and the guy just like took the curtain off the whiteboard, and it just said "Rage."
Yeah.
And it's like, let's get to work.
I really need something. I don't. And then he circled the A to turn it into the anarchy symbol. That's it. That's it. Rage is a bad game. No, Rage is a fucking bad game.
So this seems like it was a steady decline to this opinion, because we, as someone who went through a decent amount of this journey with you, it seemed like you were like, they're kind of doing something here.
We're trying to keep positive.
There was a lot of like, for 2011, this seems okay.
That was like my lifeline of like, it can't be this bad, right? It can't be. It was a different time. It was a different time.
Yeah.
I
had like a list of games that came out in 2011 up being like, was everything bad in 2011?
No, it's like Call of Duty Black Ops and like Red Dead was right around. Some real dope games came out alongside it. Borderlands. Yeah. It's just it is the most mediocre shit I've ever played. Like, so the story is an asteroid is coming towards Earth, and so we're gonna send arcs into space. They're gonna have people on them, and that's how humanity's gonna survive. So you are one of the people on the arc. You go into space. The asteroid hits. Cut to 106 years later. Your arc has crashed back into Earth, and I don't know how you meet him. You run into John Goodman, and so this is how the game just proceeds from this. Is you meet him. He's like, well, I can't really trust you. Everyone's also Southern. Or a like British
like John Goodman as a character in the game, or actually like big John Goodman,
just as a
7
voice.
feet tall,
just as a voice. No
happiest
likeness.
man in the world.
No, he's just reading some pretty lifeless lines.
No,
but every single person you meet, it's like, well, we can't trust you because you're a crazy spaceman. So why don't you drive over here and kill 10 of these things? Okay, fine, do it. Boom, boom, like standard ass. Basically a side quest. Go kill these things. Come back. Great, we trust you now. Here's all the secret. Here's our like nuclear launch codes. We need you to go to the base and do whatever. He's not going to trust you when you get there. So maybe do something to make him like you. And then you go to the next place. He's like, well, you're a spaceman and we can't trust you. So go here and kill 10 of these. And you do it and you come back. Like, oh, great. Now here's our like secrets. And it's just you basically do that.
This
and
is like Far Cry 5.
Yeah, if his name was Snake, that'd just be Game of the Year.
You're not wrong. Hide in a box. And there's really no exposition. So there's when the asteroid crashed, this new element called Feltrite. Feltrite came in. Feltrite came in, and it's an amazing source of power or whatever. No one really knows how it's used. They just know that they want it. And there's a part in the game where this guy says this enemy faction has combined plutonium and Feltrite. No one's ever done that. We don't know what it's going to do. Shit. We need you to go steal some because it'll solve all our power problems. And you're like,
right.
Oh, wait. How did? So no one's ever made.
Who's your scientist on this?
No one's ever. This doesn't exist until right now, and you, as far as you know, it doesn't exist. We need it to solve our power problems. Like, it's just you go A to Z with no connecting dots.
I'm sure they could figure it out. It's probably just like a potato. Copper on one side, zinc in the other,
Probably.
and electricity.
This Rage is just a bunch of potatoes plugged into different elements.
Yeah. They were really pissed when Portal kind of aped their shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like no exposition. The gunplay is the worst. Like no impact. These enemies are just spongy. Like they don't even react to your shots. You just bang, 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 bang.
Big old shotgun to the face, and they're just like.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, unless it's a kill shot, they do not react, which fucking sucks. There's like some bad stealth mechanics that you don't really ever engage with. The car combat's pretty cool.
Yeah, that seemed neat.
Yeah,
that seemed like the best part. I actually thought, as much as everyone was while I was watching you, everyone. That you would come across literally in the world would ask you to race for one reason or another.
Like, no, I don't want to race.
When you were actually racing, I was like, this doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah.
Like, this seems like it's kind of neat. This kind of car thing in a game that is clearly not a car game, but the car part seems competent.
There's definite. Every now and again, you catch
still in the
glimpse
honeymoon
of
phase when I was thinking these things.
Every now and again, you're like, there could be something really like Rage 2 could be something cool. But there's also like there's a fucking card game which is terrible and just feels thrown in. There's like a gambling game. It's every single thing that every video game in 2011 had, and they just like, oh, we need racing, we need gambling, we need this, we need this, we need side quests, we need open world, we need all this shit, and
John Goodman,
and then compounded all some really confusing design decisions of like there's a mini map out in the world and a breadcrumb trail. It's like, oh, we need you to go drive over here, whatever. You just follow the breadcrumb trail and away you go. When you get into cities, it disappears. And they just give you like, hey, go talk to Clayton over at the bar. You're like, well, it's my fucking first time here in Subway Town, so I'm going to wander around for 45 minutes. I'm literally going to put my left hand on the wall like Labyrinth and walk around and talk to every single person until I find Clayton. And then he's like, oh, hey, thanks. Now go talk to Jack at the repair shop. He's like, oh my God.
I still do that every game. Every game I play, and it's always left. And then I'll hit something where I'll be like, oh fuck, this looks like the right way to go.
Yeah,
I better go back and check.
It's a bad game, man. I spent about 8 hours with it, and just
we're gonna go on some adventures like that during the year of Eads, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
they're not all gonna be winners,
definitely,
because there's not that many winners in the there's not that many winners in the world.
We'll play some stinkers for sure.
Yeah,
it's it's the way it goes.
Kind of more fun to watch.
Yeah, totally. Eventually, it got to a point where no one was having fun watching it, and I was having no fun playing it. So it's like, well, maybe we should just.
Did you beat it?
Oh no!
There was a time where I was playing God of War, and what happened was you had just saved, and then immediately died.
Yeah.
And you dropped like a hard like, well, and then I like looked over and the screen had gone black, and you're like, I guess I'll load a recent save here. I was like, Did you beat it? Did you beat it? Are we going back to see like an alternate storyline?
No, that was the standard. I got a checkpoint and a bullet that's gonna kill me is like in flight. So low die. I'm like, oh, okay, great. No autosaves in that game. Well, like a couple here and there, but and this it's not like it's 20 years old. This autosaves and checkpointing have existed for a long time by the time Rage comes out. And it's
me and Warren both got hit with this when we went back and played BioShock. And BioShock autosaves at the beginning of every level, and those levels are very long. And if you, with us, both during the medical pavilion, him almost at the end of the medical pavilion, just turn the game off at one point because we're like, oh, it's good, we're done. Yeah. Turn it back on at the beginning of the medical pavilion. And it's like, oh, that's like hours.
Can you save in BioShock?
Oh, yeah.
You have to manually
it has
do
to be manual.
Yeah. It's weird that EA fell out of that practice because every game just used to be like that.
Everything does it now.
And it's also so weird going back of like, come on.
Yeah.
What is this? The 70s? Like, come on.
Mass Effect 1 had autosaves like insanely far apart, and then you had to manual save in between. And sometimes I'd just lose so much progress on those.
But like, fucking OG Halo had pretty good checkpointing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like, I don't know. It seems a little inexcusable for some of that stuff. So
Rage.
Yeah, Rage is bad. We're not gonna play anymore. The trailer. Did you see the trailer? Does anyone see the Rage 2 gameplay?
Yes. Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, they sort of farted that thing out there in a hurry because it got leaked, and I don't know. They don't show anything. They just show like it might as well be Rage HD from what they show. Like, oh look, you're in the car. Oh look, you fight the same big troll guy that you fight. Oh, cool. I guess there's a lady flipping you off with a bullet in her fist if you want.
Classic.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
She got shot in the fist and she's giving you the finger with it.
No, she looks like a shotgun shell. She's like flipping you off with a shell stuck in her.
I thought it was in her fucking hand.
No, she's not that cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just pictured like someone pointing a gun at her and her putting her fucking fists on it, being like, "Do it!
I dare you." I heard a theory on another podcast I listened to that, and this I'm buying into this. So I guess when the new Mad Max movie came out with the Tom Hardy Mad Max 2015 or 4 whatever,
the good one,
the really good one, yeah. I guess there was there's like a big legal battle or something going on with I don't know who's involved. Some big legal thing that is basically there won't be any more Mad Max
ever.
I don't know ever, but from of the new franchise or IP or whatever, however it works. And this game, Rage 2, might have been a Mad Max game. That all of a sudden, all those licensing rights or whatever disappeared, and they're like, "Oh, what are we gonna? What about Rage?" They
got a Mad Max game out the door, though, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But I think that one is not based on the movies, as far as I know. So it might be
just came out kind of hand in hand.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure
probably world interest.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we're making a Mad Max game. I wonder when we should put it out.
Yeah.
But that makes a lot of sense to me. This whole game looks like Mad Max in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I was watching a bit of you play too. Was that it was
Borderlands.
very yeah, it's definitely Borderlands too.
Yeah. especially like to come out the same year as Borderlands. Like, man, that must have been a real kick in the dink for everyone working on Rage.
They were probably like, this game's fucking dope. This is way better than Borderlands.
We got John motherfucking Goodman.
Who you got, Borderlands?
Claptrap. Clap. Shit.
Roseanne Barr.
More. Okay, I'm in. Yeah, we're not gonna play anymore.
All right.
No. What about
All
y'all?
good things must come to an end.
Yes, unfortunately. What have you been playing, Brando?
I finished God of War.
Nice.
Excellent.
I finished the story.
Yeah.
There's lots more to do.
We're gonna do a spoiler cast, and we talked a lot about it on this show. So, just what do you think? Just real oversight, general quick.
I loved it.
Yeah,
and
okay.
as of now, it is with lots of year left to go. It's my favorite thing I've played this year.
Yes, you and me both.
Not a lot of competition there, but
Zero competition. In
Celeste
so
is
far.
very good. Yeah, Celeste's probably number 2.
That's number one for me.
I thought it stuck its landing in a way that left me satisfied. We were kind of talking about it, and I won't spoil anything, but part of me kind of forgot, like, oh yeah, this is going to be a whole trilogy.
Yeah,
probably,
me
right?
too.
So there were some loose ends that I was kind of expecting to get tied up, and when they didn't, I was like, whoa, the game's over?
Yeah, wait a sec. What about all this?
Credits roll in such a way where they fucking like surprise you when they show up too.
Yeah, totally.
So I was like, oh, well, that's it. But I think there was just enough. There's a good little twist at the end. Nothing crazy. And
it's a really solid. It's not out of nowhere. It's a really solid reveal they have.
Yeah. So beginning, middle, end that I liked. And now since then I've been going around kind of cleaning up. Shooting some ravens.
Yeah. Combat arenas.
Yeah,
here and
combat
there.
arenas. And those the 2 realms that are like specifically optional.
Niflheim and
Muspelheim are both really, really fun.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in. And Muspelheim. Muspel.
The fireplace.
Niflheim was where the first time where I started having to like change out my gear.
Dependent on the enemies.
Like putting
shit.
my like changing my sockets, being like, I'm never gonna damage these guys enough in the time I need. I need to stun them and do my stun move. So I need stuff that does stun. I've been fighting some Valkyries. The Valkyries seem to have a very wide range of difficulty. Some of them I have been like just banging my head against and can't get them, and then some of them I go in there and first try it's not even close. So
it's the cutscene attacks that get you. The only hard part of Valkyries.
Yeah, there's some times where it feels like maybe I don't have the control I want while they're doing something fancy, but but that's kind of it. I've been getting weirdly into comic books.
Uh-oh.
Which seems like standing at the edge and looking down, maybe the deepest wormhole that I could fall down.
What are you reading?
So here's how it started.
Okay.
I watched Infinity War. Is probably where it started.
Okay.
And I watched Infinity War and I was like, I think these stories are really, really neat. And I know that they're kind of based off of comic book stories in some ways, like at least in scope. There was an Infinity War in the comics.
Yeah, they're very generally based on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm not really reading any regular books right now. So I was like, I'd like to read more like the adventures that inspired kind of stories. And I was like, I should like read some comic books. So I got like, there was an ad that popped up on my Facebook. This works because I was like looking up Marvel stuff, like, oh, Marvel comics, where might I go to get my comic hookup? And all of a sudden I close that window and Facebook's like, we'll give you all the comics digitally for $5.
Wow.
Like monthly.
Yeah.
But
That's still pretty great.
yeah. So
what's the service? I think all of them might use
Marvel
that same.
Ultimate.
Oh, so it's
Their
just
license-
Marvel stuff.
yes, it is just Marvel stuff.
Okay.
Which seemed like as good a place as any to start. So I dove into that, and then I was like, God, where do I start? There's over 20,000 comics. I started with Inhumans, because it just looked neat, like visually, graphically looked neat. And I read like 12 of those, which was like their season. And then I was like, okay, I don't really know where to go from here. So I went to a website, and it like rolled out like, hey, if you're just getting into comics, here's the 25 best stories before 2005. And then here's like the chronological timeline from 2005 to now, leading up to Infinity War and stuff like that. So now I've been chipping away at that. So I've been reading like the original run of Spider-Man like going back to 1964.
Oh, damn.
And my God, are those funny, because it's like he's like tossing out like references. Like what was the one do you remember the one?
Billy Graham.
Billy Graham, which is apparently like is like a preacher man, I guess.
Huh.
He's like, oh, Spider-Man's a modern day Billy Graham. And I'm like, who the fuck is
Alexa,
Billy Graham?
who is Billy Graham?
Literally, like I yelled at Word and I was like, do you know who Billy Graham is? He's like, yeah, he's a preacher guy. And I was like, oh.
Why did you know that off the top of your head?
My parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been my go-to guy for that because I think his parents are older than mine, so he's got a much more in-depth history that I do. What was the other one? There was like a guy who
That was the one we didn't know, but it was like an animal collector.
it
of
seemed
some
like
sort.
maybe the original Steve Irwin or some guy of that type. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
and yeah, just like all these names popping out that are these like super dated references and these really cheesy insults and like really terrible writing, but good stories. Like they seem interesting. Like they're like people are dying.
Yep.
Like Spider-Man caused the death of his girlfriend's brother.
Gwen
Indirectly.
Gwen Stacy's
no,
brother.
this is before Gwen Stacy. So I'm like, oh wow, this is like stuff happens in these old comics, but then
fucked up.
But then it's like a picture of someone shooting mist at me, and Spider-Man being like, shooting mist at me, eh? Good thing I'm Spider-Man. And then the guy shooting mist being like, you won't be saying that when the mist gets you, you braggart.
Braggart.
Braggart. The word braggart has been used a lot of times. So that's literally all I've been doing. Sitting
Reading
on the
comics
couch
from the 60s.
Nice.
sitting on my couch, reading comics from the 60s, listening to Warren stream, both in my ear from like the room beside me and on my phone so I can make sure that it's working.
Warren got a computer.
I did get a computer.
Yeah.
Warren streaming on
Just
said
stealing
computer.
all my thunder over there.
That's a
I was
segue.
trying-
I was
No,
passing,
no!
I was
Great
passing the
segue.
baton.
I know.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the best way
know.
to, and then I sort of fucked it up. Like, I need something funny.
It's all right. Yeah, Eads helped me buy a computer, look
Yeah.
at a computer.
We went to June's house and
Old Junie. That
boy,
smelled
did it
like
stink.
cauliflower in there.
Oh god,
We
I
went to
think
the wrong floor first.
yeah, that was really funny. I complained
Followed
about
that what I thought was a homeless person.
It's a bad.
We went to an apartment building that they had deadbolts on the outside. Of,
not deadbolts, like latches
padlocks.
and padlocks.
Yes, that's right.
Deadbolts are
which
too
they
legit.
may have been like storage units, maybe, but I don't think an apartment building that old and that greasy would have storage units. So
There's dead people in there.
maybe they're just vacant rooms and they just keep padlocks on them so they don't have squatters. Who knows?
This is like when Matt was playing Rage, and you're like, maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's not so bad.
Oh, the jetpack animation's cool.
Yeah.
So we went and looked at it.
Yep.
Eads did the once over with programs and
Yeah,
Stuff.
Banged on it with my wrench a few times.
Yeah.
and tightened a couple nuts here and there, and made sure she was good to go.
and we bought it. Went and got a monitor, got all the everything else set up, and now I have a PC.
Yeah, and,
Give
and
him the old like, well, so I'm listening to my wrench here. Maybe you can knock off a couple bucks by what I know is.
it was actually I wonder if we could have.
I was gonna say that when we were walking in, and I forgot. I was gonna be like,
Yeah,
maybe you find something that takes $100 or $200 off the price.
it would have
Maybe.
been all like it would have been kind of an all or nothing
Yeah.
type. It's not like a car. Either it works or it doesn't. Sort of.
Yeah. Like you go towards the door and be like, no, this is a $900 PC. We're leaving.
Yeah,
And then if
we
he
could
doesn't,
have wait till he gets it all in the box because it was like more and I sitting
He
there for 10
boxed it,
minutes
yeah.
as he reboxes and like
With the original
packaging,
yeah, everything.
like original cellophane and everything. We could have been like, you know what, 1100. I think we're gonna go for 1,000. We could maybe do it, but we're just gonna go.
no.
It was a brand new PC and he's just getting rid of it?
No, it's a few years old.
Okay,
It's a few
so
years
that
old.
sounds pretty hot.
It does. But it was hooked up and he seemed all about Bitcoin. So what if
Yeah.
he wants to fucking buy new cards and sell this whatever.
Yep.
Do what you want with
Let
your
him
money.
do.
Do what you want with your
Everyone's
money.
a winner
baby.
here.
Yeah.
Everyone's a winner here.
Exactly.
Looks like that Bitcoin thing's really paying off for him based on the apartment he's living in, though. So
Yeah.
throw
Gotta
that
start
shot
small.
at
Just
June.
moving up.
Shade.
We're just all waiting for that Bitcoin money to roll in.
That's right. Yep.
But we got it working and streaming. And,
Yeah, eventually.
and running
It's
well.
been a bit of a process learning things,
Yeah, I mean it will be right.
but
Is this
feel
your,
like we're
like
getting there.
is this like your first computer? Your first
Outside of like growing up with my parents' computer, yeah.
Yeah, or, like,
like I have a
using it in school or
laptop, but
whatever.
that was just for Yeah, school stuff, writing papers and stuff. Homework, but
welcome to the wide world of wait till the first Steam sale, brother.
I know,
Oh,
that's what I
you've
said
never
to him.
seen games so cheap.
That's what I said to him too.
How would you like to get 50 games for 50 cents that you'll never fucking play? But man, you are losing
Nah, I
money.
got
not
'em.
to
If
buy.
anyone is gonna play him, it's Warren.
Yeah,
As a man,
Cheers, play.
as a man who knows he can go sit out on the couch the first day of the month and guarantee Warren's probably playing whatever the free game was on the last Xbox, I can check it out.
Yep.
I think there's
Phantom
some
Pain.
fucking baseball game
Phantom
out
Pain
right
this
now.
year.
Yep. Well, I actually liked that baseball game.
Did you? Yeah.
Because I loved the first one too. So
This might break you out of that. Now that you have access to infinite video games for not a lot of money, maybe this will break you out of the needing to play every game for 1,000,000 hours.
sure.
For,
Yeah.
for better, for worse.
I just like to get everything a fair shake. You
Yeah.
never know. I've been surprised in the past
Yeah, no,
by
no.
games that I look at and I'm like, I'm probably not going to like that, but I'll try it.
Yeah.
Phantom Pain being
The
Exhibit A
opposite of that.
of that.
I love Phantom Pain.
Yep.
We got a Venom Eads in the channel
It's,
now.
nope. It's a bad game.
In fairness, you didn't actually play Phantom Pain.
Right. It was
played
the.
Ground
Ground
Zeroes.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Also, in fairness, the other way, they're the same thing in terms of how they play.
I'd
And
say-
it was
I'd
the
say-
controls that I
yeah.
didn't like.
I'd say Ground Zeroes is like a way better intro to that because it's just like, here you go, here's the game, play, have fun.
Yeah,
Instead
which is
of,
what
like,
he played.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
hour of like, okay, crawl through the hospital.
Yeah.
Call me
Totally.
Ishmael.
Totally. If he didn't like
Bullshit.
that, he would definitely not like.
Seeing Kiefer
Phantom
Sutherland's ass for like 30 minutes as you follow him down the hallway.
I was fine with that.
I'm not here to judge.
Nope.
It's very sculpted. What have you been playing on this new PC of yours?
I've just been just doing Fortnite because it's free and I don't want to spend a lot of money off the hop until I get things figured out.
Heard the kids are watching that too.
Did like 30 minutes of Sea of Thieves on PC because that's one of those Play Anywhere ones where I'm like, well, I already have it, so
Are you guys still playing Sea of Thieves at all?
Nope.
No, not at all.
it still sucks.
You still have Game Pass though, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a new expansion coming out end of the month, I guess, for Sea of Thieves. We'll talk about a little bit of news. But I still got my Game Pass trial.
Not your trial anymore.
I haven't used mine yet. Everyone has
Yeah.
a free Game Pass
Oh,
trial.
I see what you
I'm
mean, yeah.
still hanging on to mine.
Right.
I thought I don't know, maybe I'll burn at the end of the month but I was thinking maybe the boys are into Sea of Thieves, maybe the expansion's gonna come out, it's gonna be the whole thing, I'll get into it. Boy, these waves look great.
Unless this expansion is changing the whole thing.
No, it's
I'm not going to get into it.
I don't it's
State of Decay 2 is the next one.
that's out on
Does that
Tuesday.
do anything for you?
Yeah, actually quite a bit.
Yeah?
Quite a bit. I'm sort of feeling State of Decay 2. But
That
there's
Game Pass.
so State of Decay 2 is a zombie sim, kind of a zombie survival third-person action management thing. There's co-op in it, which seems real dope, but I think it's you're like just bringing a character in temporarily type of thing. You're not really progressing your base is kind of what I understand. One of them situations.
I'd play that.
Yeah.
I'll play
Okay.
anything.
Hey, perfect.
If the fellas are playing something,
Great. Let's do it. And I think it might be 4 people, which is the magic number for us.
That is.
Yeah.
That is the magic number.
That's where we get our power from.
Yep.
Number
Wait.
4.
5 people. When is the game going to come out with 5 people?
The world's not ready.
No.
Death Stranding.
That's Stranding.
Yeah. The real 5. Sorry to hijack your.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
I didn't really do much else. I played, again, same thing as Sea of Thieves. I got Cuphead, which is Play Anywhere, so that's also free.
You must have a lot. Maybe there aren't a lot of Play Anywheres yet.
I looked through, and those are the only ones that I
You
had.
didn't have
started doing
Gears of
them-
War or anything?
Didn't they just announce that like last E3?
Well, they just announced that all first party will be Play Anywhere,
Right.
but
And
there
not a
was.
lot of first parties come out.
Yeah,
since
that's
then.
true.
Yeah.
It's like Gears, Forza,
I guess so. Yeah.
some others, I'm sure.
Yep.
Almost certainly.
Prob-
some other
probably.
video games by Microsoft.
But I think I'm going to start going, dust off the old Super Nintendo.
Oh,
Start rocking some of those old beauties. So.
What do you think? What do you think about playing on the stream? Do you mean?
Yeah.
You can stream them. What do you think about playing?
I think I'm going to start with Donkey Kongs.
No,
Been itching to get my Donkey Kong going. So.
yeah. That'd be Country, right? Donkey Kong Country.
Country.
Yep.
Country
Those
2.
games are hard. Are those games hard? I remember those games being kind of hard.
Yeah, I guess later
There's certain
on.
levels
Yeah.
that are more difficult than others, but
You getting all 3 KONs?
that's only no G's.
Only the
No G's.
What's your Twitch?
Sometimes missing the G at the end is the hardest part.
No, that's true. What's your Twitch channel? Give it shamelessly plug yourself here.
Ecstasy of Gold 92.
There you go. Follow Mr. Barris on
I'm
Twitch. if
2
that's your
followers
thing.
away from 50, and I need 50, so
There you go. Followers
help
away.
a brother out.
We'll get you there. We gotta play some games together.
Sure.
When that new Battlefield, buy Battlefield on PC now. Now we can play Battlefield together.
I'm not spending more money on that game.
not Battlefield 1. When the new one comes out.
Oh, there's another one coming.
Always
Good.
There's always another Call of Duty. There's always another Battlefield.
Yeah.
There's always another Halo.
Boy, did I love the last Battlefield.
Is that sarcastic?
Yeah, I didn't
Sounds
like
like
that
it.
game at all.
Oh, you didn't like 1? No. I really like 1.
No, I don't like the like
Format?
spawning on people and
That's Battlefield.
I just,
That's always been Battlefield.
yeah, I don't like it.
Really?
Don't like it at
Oh,
all.
that's fun. If you
I'm kind of that way
Battlefront was
too.
the only one that I kind of was into because it's Star Wars.
have you ever played any of the other Battlefields or one?
I
what was
played
your first one?
what was the last one on 360?
3.
Yeah, I played that one too because that was free at one point, I believe, where
Yeah,
I got
probably.
it for super cheap. Or anyways, I didn't like that either. So
That's always been Battlefield, and like spawning your squad.
Yep.
And if you have a group of 4, it's fucking awesome because it's like if you're utilizing that system, there are new strategies of like, oh man, all my 3 guys just died. I'm just gonna lie low and let these guys respawn.
Sure.
And now it's like a fucking stealth mission. I got my silence pistol out and everything. Let's do this.
I think it looks great. Like Battlefield
yeah.
1 looked incredible and still looks incredible.
It's a technical marvel. I really
But,
like it. That's
I don't know. It's just it's too big. There's too many people. I just don't like it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
I hope there's something in the next one maybe that'll pull you in.
maybe.
I love
Put
Battlefield.
Star Wars skins on.
Yeah, that's what we always wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they really fucked that up.
You'll make that game good.
Yeah, just fucking sell me a $25 Star Wars skin DLC for Battlefield 1.
Problem solved.
I'll pay it. Just make the guns are slow anyways, and they kind of like shoot slow like the
I'd
laser
do it.
guns, and everything is kind of plotting.
totally
the same.
do that.
So would I. Maybe you and I are the problem. What else you get up to? Anything?
No.
No.
Look forward to Rock Band on yesterday.
Yeah. If you're listening live, it'll be on Sunday. If you're listening on Monday, it'll have happened yesterday.
Yep.
If you missed Rock Band and my plans worked out, we're gonna run it again somehow. Here's the plan. Because you can only watch Rock Band streams live because they mute the VOD pretty much like instantly. I'm gonna record it like a personal copy for me on my PC to watch later, and we're gonna run the VOD again. We're gonna run the VOD on Twitch, so you'll have a second chance to catch it live. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but if you missed it, we'll give you another chance. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, good brothers and sisters.
Title Belt's gonna be on the line. Title Belt was on the line.
Who?
Says your current champ.
Oh,
dear me.
Yet again, did not bring the title.
yes.
Just gonna point that out.
I
every
literally
time.
never bring the title unless
He
someone
is
tells
the
me.
title.
That's right. Brett, what you been doing?
Finished God of War as well.
Yeah, loved it.
Loved it.
What is-
7 out of 10.
Have you
Everyone
seen-
else is wrong.
Oh.
I am clearly in the right here.
Have you seen Kratos' pecs? They're
yeah.
huge.
Oh, those nipples. So hard all the
Oh,
time.
yeah, he's got one real high def nipple. Real high def.
But then you put on the good armor and it covers it all up. Just, why this game sucks.
So if there would have been cutouts for the nipples, would
Oh,
you
yeah.
have been
On it all over
Okay.
it.
All right.
And the tattoo. Got to see the red strip.
That's a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah.
hard 10?
The racing strip.
Hard 10.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah?
No.
What didn't you like about it?
It's
It says on this sheet, Oscar bait of video games.
the Oscar bait of video games. It's exactly what it is.
What does that mean?
It looks beautiful. There's no cutscenes. No loading screens. So it's constant shots.
Loading screens, that's what we
Loading
call them.
screens. Yeah. So that's what the critics like. Constant, the continuous shot. Like it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
The minute details in the background.
Great
What's
voice
going on?
acting.
As not
Great
even a
voice
critic,
acting.
I love good-looking games with no loading screens.
But there's loading screens. You just don't see them. And when you die, you get a loading screen.
Yeah,
And
so
they
it's
make
the worst
true.
part of
It's
the
true.
game.
And they make me do something
yes,
during the loading screen.
if it just redid it automatically, that'd be perfectly
See, I'm
fine.
the opposite.
But I got
I'm,
an
I'm the
X
guy that
and
like it takes just enough concentration for me to duck through this cave that I kind of forget that they're loading something while I'm doing it.
Yeah. For the first, until I had got to my 30th, I need to move the rock so that Boy and I can get under. Because I'm like, why are there so many of these fucking things? Oh, they're loading. Duh.
doing the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get the one hallway where there's 4 or 5 of them. You're like, this seems like a lot of these.
Yeah, but it's
Technical
easy enough.
marvel.
And the harder modes aren't. They're just tedious.
Yeah, I can understand.
And dying is just so devastating. They make you hit X to reload. If
Yeah,
they
it's
just
good. It
spawned
should be. It should be
it's-
devastating.
No.
You
I
can't
wanna
die.
feel
You're
it.
not the god of war.
Always have a resurrection.
They should have a VO cut of Kratos being like, "Boy, that's not how it happened," and then and then back it rewinds.
Sure.
Time paradox.
not just garbage tips and extra reload.
Those tips are garbage.
Yes.
Unironically, we could very realistically see some time paradoxes in the coming God of War games.
Whoa.
You could.
They sort of set some of that up.
Yep. Combat's not great. Not enough variety of enemies.
I disagree on that one.
I will agree with
like
not
the
enough
combat.
variety of enemies.
Yes,
It
sure.
felt super short. And I even did absolutely everything before I finished the story of the game, and it felt
super short.
It didn't feel. I don't know. Maybe it was just.
Maybe that's good,
It
though.
felt empty then.
Maybe you, like Brando and I, were expecting one game instead of 3 games.
Well, the original God of Wars, they were separate by themselves. You killed Ares. The next one, you killed Zeus. The next one, I don't know what happens in 3.
The first God of War is like 6 hours long, and that second one is like 8 hours long, and that third one is like 6 hours long.
Yeah. Third one was really
I
short.
don't recall.
The third one was hilariously short.
Yeah.
And like, there were load screens in God of War 3.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I think they were doing a lot of that single camera thing.
Yeah.
Even then, like I think there were times where it was like because it'll go to a cutscene, an obvious cutscene, fade to black, open cutscene, fade to black, start fighting.
Oh yeah, okay.
But it was doing like really long stretches of level where it was like pan out the door and go really high and watch you go around the mountain and then come in the door behind you and that kind of thing.
That's streaming loading.
Crane shots. They love those too. Critics.
Streaming loading is amazing. We're gonna get to just a loadless video game world before too long. Load screen's a thing of the past. It's loading as you play.
Quotations around those though.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We're very close.
Like this is still like the least amount of loading that as someone who does not have a PC that I've experienced in a long time.
Yeah,
as someone who also didn't die too much in that game.
Load screens, if you die, they're not super long.
No.
They're just
They're there.
you do get that fucking useless tip,
Yup.
which is like, hey, maybe don't get hit so much. I don't know.
Yeah, use Atreus' arrows.
Oh,
right, of
okay.
course. Yes.
My Atreus was OP, and he was OP early.
Yeah,
yeah.
so is mine.
You beat him
Jumping
up quick.
points and yeah.
It's before like Atreus goes through his arc and becomes competent and is still like a useless 10-year-old. He's so much more powerful than Kratos.
You want to know what is weird about that game? If you go back to the areas when you go back like finding ravens and shit, he will act like he was the first time through those areas.
Yeah.
In a way where he was like, I was in the place where he's coughing for a reason.
Weird.
And he started coughing again.
Weird.
And like I'm being not as cool with him as I have come to be with him through all this experience. And I'm like, why are you being so? Why? What the fuck? Did I miss a story beat where all of a sudden you're pissed off at him? Yeah,
that sort of sucks.
Oh, he just went back there. I see.
By that same token, there's a lot of really good post-game VO that, like, as you're going back through the areas and have finished the game, they're kind of like commenting in retrospect.
That's the little things that, like, we keep saying the little things. Like, there's a lot of like
Details.
the way. Like, I think it's
Mine.
the way they go into like they stop the boat. Like when you stop the boat and they're like, I'm gonna pick this up later.
Yeah,
That was really cool.
And then they
stories are for boats only.
and then every time I got back in the boat, they picked it up at a spot where. Oh, so I was telling you about this, and I was like, "Oh, right, okay,
Yeah,
good."
or
Whereas
boys
if they
like,
would have
"Oh,
just
you were
gone
saying."
into if they would have just gone into the next line of the story immediately, I would have been like, "What? Okay, what? Who the fuck are we talking about again?
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you about this in 6 hours."
It's fantastic. Sorry, we ended up talking about more God of War than I meant to. We'll have a spoiler cast. We'll get way into it. It's good that we have our balance.
Someone on the other side.
Yeah, we need the balance in the Force, and that's you.
When you fight in the stranger at the beginning, you're just covered in blood for no goddamn
And
reason.
then he just heals.
Yeah, and then just the blood's gone.
And you're like,
'Cause
why don't you
that's-
just fucking keep doing that, Kratos?
Yeah. And having to go back, just fluffing the game out. It's like, oh, come back later when you can deal with the red things. Come back later, you can deal with these blue things.
That's video games
yeah.
time immemorial.
Not Breath of the Wild. You get everything right off the get-go.
Hey, you don't have to listen. I'm way in camp Breath of the Wild.
I like that game.
Game of the year.
Shit, the rightful, the one
No,
true,
Cuphead is definitely
Cuphead is
number
the
the
one.
one true game of the year.
All worked out in the end.
Yeah,
Cream always rises.
Yep.
eventually.
Other than that, Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some nerfs.
Okay.
Yeah. You can play the new set now. Yay.
Could you what? Could you not
Everything
before?
from the previous set that was super OP. So they nerfed all of those from the
okay.
previous set. Now, yeah, they'll try some new things out.
Cool.
Yep.
That keeps on keeping on.
Keeps on keeping on. Hearthstone's great. Jump
Yeah.
on it now before
No,
Magic
I'm-
takes over the market.
I'm
Low
waiting.
screens.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Got a few every game. Devastating.
I'm waiting for that Dota card game myself.
I guess it has the Garfield touch.
It does, yes. It's got the Garfield touch.
And that's why Dominaria is so dope.
Hates Mondays.
Might I recommend?
Just like me.
Might I recommend the card game from Rage?
I think it's just called Rage. Oh, it's so fucking bad.
They called it that because you want to punch things when you play it.
It makes me rage. Yes, absolutely.
It's very meta.
It's like a gunslinging game, but instead of like shooting someone, you got to flip the table first.
No, it's like you have a deck and it just plays itself, and you're like, this game makes no sense, and also fucking takes way too long for an automatic game.
Matt got up and he's like, I'm just gonna let this game play out while I go to the bathroom. Everyone keep an eye on it. And then he fucking exits frame, and it's just like, you lose.
It's a bad game.
No.
It's a bad game and a bad game.
Yeah.
And looking forward to Wizards of Legend. That just came out on the 15th.
What
Looks
does
super
that mean?
dope.
What does that mean?
It's a roguelike game, but you're a wizard.
Like a Magica wizard? What are we talking about?
You don't combine elements like the Magic Wizard. You just you pick up random spell cards and you know that spell. You get I think 6 for your one traverse through the dungeon, and then you unlock stuff as you go.
What do we? Is like each spell basically like a pseudonym for a gun? Is it like, oh, I got this one's basically a shotgun. This one's basically a rocket
Pretty
launcher.
much, yeah.
Okay.
So or it's shield or
it's kind of a
fire frost etc.
Like a Devil Daggers-esque.
I think like more Binding of Isaac.
Okay.
Because it's there's 6 floors. You do one floor, you do the second floor of the same elemental type, then you fight the boss.
Oh,
then
okay.
So it's frost, then fire, then earth.
The way down.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems neat.
Yeah,
That's neat.
That'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Much excited.
When I read Wizards of Legend, I thought this was a God of War thing.
Oh.
I'm like, oh fuck, I really need to go do those Valkyries apparently.
Yeah. Is that
There's
DLC?
a lot there. Oh.
One day.
And they're building up for DLC. So paid $9.99 God of War, get more story. It's gonna be garbage.
I think they said there won't be any DLC.
What?
Yeah, there's not gonna be any DLC.
That's so free. Access this other realm.
That's for the next
See
game.
what's up with Freya.
That's for the next game. Whoa, spoilers! Freya's in the game. Whoa!
You know it's Norse mythology.
Whoa.
It's Norse mythology. She's pretty. She's a big deal.
Whoa. I honestly didn't know who she was until she's like, oh, I'm this person. I'm like, okay, Google, who is...
It's just Freya. Yeah.
I know how you feel, though. Someone told me that Odin was in it before I even...
I'm
the fuck?
I'm asking about Freya. I think I said the word. I think I said the words.
That joke is just gonna live out there in the nether realms now.
Helheim. We call it Helheim. Here. Yeah. I played a little bit of Beat Saber. It's a VR game. Did I talk about it on the show? I don't think so, right?
Sounds very sexual.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
I hear the word beat and I think kick beat. Is it like kick beat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda. It's a rhythm game. There's a track and notes are flying at you. You have a red lightsaber.
Oh, I've seen this.
Not a lightsaber. These are not lightsaber TM. It's a saber. It's a laser sword. You have a red laser sword
I don't think
and
you
a
can say
blue
that
laser
either.
sword. It's a red plasma cutter and a blue plasma cutter.
Okay.
And that's
Light
Mass
space
Effect owns
saber.
those. And then
Everyone owns something.
Yeah, red and blue notes are flying down the track at you, and they'll have their boxes, and they'll have an arrow on them saying you must cut it from this direction. So like if it arrows on the bottom pointing up, you have to like whoosh from the bottom, or if it's coming down, you got to whoosh down.
What if you're on the bottom and it says you got to cut it from the top?
Well, then you better fucking
You got to go
flip
fucking
around.
all the way around?
Yeah, you better do a little thing. And it is like it's my so far there's a lot of these VR like things, audio games, tracks coming like what's the one where you punch? It might just be called Audio Punch or something.
That sounds exactly like what it's probably
Beat
called.
Punch or whatever.
Yeah.
But this one, because like the punching one specifically, which I can't for the life of me remember what it's called. Punching is a very like, especially if you're doing it really fast, it's a really bad. It makes your elbow
1
hurt
inch punch. That's all you need.
after a couple. And but the saber one, you're doing these like kind of fluid. They're set up in a way that like you're the Star Wars kid when you're fucking popping off. You're twirling all over the room and like going around your back and shit. Exactly, and it feels good in a way that you don't hurt after. It's low impact.
Oh, that's good.
But it's fucking fast and hard on the hardest ones. Where like I just don't. I'm not a Jedi. I can't do this.
No, that's fair.
It's really cool. There's only like 10 songs, which sucks, and they're all like made for the
Licensed?
game. No licensed stuff. It's all I think made for the game, like one artist, and that sort of blows because if you're not into his weird version of dubstep, don't play the game. I guess there's supposed to be a song in it, or it might even be in there already.
Is it called soundboxing?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay, well, then I got nothing for you.
I'm sure.
It sounds like the exact same game, whatever it is.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's
Definitely.
there's a lot of them. But Beat Saber is really cool. If it had more music, it'd be really cool.
Audio Shield.
Audio Shield is the one. Yes,
There you go.
100%.
Nailed it.
I mean, nailed it probably would have been first try.
No, still nailed it.
He got there.
Nailing is nailing.
And lightsabers make everything cooler. Like, way fucking good. You can hold them together and they go the way you want them to.
That's right.
You can cut the floor and it goes the way you want it to. It's an audio game with music, so there's no sound. There's no like swinging sound effect.
Sure.
Which you take the good with the bad.
What's it sound like when you hit the notes? I guess it just sounds like the music.
It's like a beat almost. It's on the beat usually,
Yeah.
so it's like kind of like a.
Oh yeah, okay.
So when you're hitting it, it's like it feels fucking good when you're hitting it. And they'll mix it up. There are like some stabs ones with dots where you gotta like stab, and they'll give you like 2 on each side.
Hold it on the wall as it goes by. I've seen that one too.
Yeah, there are walls that you gotta duck and kind of scrape them along, and it's very cool.
Seems like something I'd like to maybe try.
Totally. And I think you get more points for like really like flicking the saber through them. So
Impact bonus.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think more than other games, people are gonna like fuck up their hands and their walls and break shit because like you are just giving it by the end, and it's a good workout. I really like it. I wish it had more music.
Yeah.
Have you tried Tiny Swings?
Yeah, you kind of can, but like
All on the wrist.
when you're in it, you're not. Fuck that. You're just a Jedi Master. You're not thinking about tiny swings. You're like, no, I'm gonna do a 360.
You like try and hit one of the notes and it just like bounces off and it's like you're a bitch.
Yeah, basically, it should be. I like to try to get them backwards sometimes because I've
Sure.
seen that in the Star Wars movies.
Some flair.
Yeah, it's real. It's dumb
Your
fun.
General Grievous just fucking
Oh,
windmill in your hand.
that's a good idea. Well, I'm gonna try that one. I'll have you over sometime and try it out.
All right.
It's very cool.
You got it on your like the wrist straps. You can just fucking
Fucking swinging up by the cord.
Two windmills just flying.
And what else are we playing? We're playing a little Bloodborne on the stream. We're gonna be done that before too long. We're on the DLC now, which I've never played. This is my first time playing through it. It's too hard. It's too hard. It's really fucking hard. I think we died about 60 times or so today on one boss, and probably another 60 tomorrow. We'll see.
Damn.
I'm at that point right now where, and this happens a lot in these games, where I don't think I will ever beat this boss. That this might be beyond me.
Hey, that is many video gamers thought those exact things.
Just like Vegeta fighting Frieza.
Yeah.
This might be my end.
That's right.
But we always find a way to power through.
We'll wish you back.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Well, Vegeta gets his ass
Yeah,
beat by
that
Frieza.
was, his analogy was factually inaccurate.
Frieza chokes him with his tail and just it's great. That's me. That's
Just
me.
you, just getting fucking laid into.
Yeah.
Right in your fucking spine.
Every time. Anybody got anything else want to bring up here? First half of the Showski?
I need to use the facilities.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, let's take a quick pee break. We'll be right back with the news, the emails. See you here, other side of this musical break.
Shivers for days.
It's cold down here.
It's
little
nice
chilly,
down here,
isn't it?
man. Yeah, it's like it's refreshing down here.
Always super cold down here.
All cool.
I wish it was super cold. Go pee so I can pee.
There's 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, one of them's upstairs.
I'm going upstairs.
Oh wait, hey everybody, how's it going in the chat? We're looking now that it's the break. If I
Vegas one again.
saw somebody in here. I saw Mike Hunt in here earlier.
Okay.
Michael?
Michael Huntford. Hey, Claude, how's it going, brother? If people show up and they're new, and you'll know if they're new because we kind of know everybody who's a regular. Just remind them that we're doing.
Tell them
this
to
thing.
fuck off.
Tell them to fuck off, Leahy.
Got some
Shots
offs to
full.
fuck.
Go home.
Oh, someone thought they could
Fit
tell.
in or fuck off, eh?
Someone thought they could tell Warren a thing or two about Trailer Park Boys the other day.
Oh, brother.
No.
No.
I forget who that was now.
No. Nah, I don't know who it was.
There's one of the regulars.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Was it Tomo? No, it wasn't Tomo. I don't know.
I think it was a Canadian.
I do owe you a check, Clout. You're right. Sorry.
One of the Canadian ones. What?
And Man's my consultant
Oh, I see.
for Fortnite. He's teaching me the way.
Oh, yes, Coach Cloud.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach.
Fucking coach.
Thanks, here, Coach. I saw some PUBG changes on the PC, but I
Yeah.
want to check back in on that maybe.
Yeah.
Small map is supposed to be coming to Xbox for too long.
I saw that actually. Like pretty by the end of the month, I think I read.
Oh shit!
Like
That's pretty
end
fast.
of May.
Yeah, I heard they made some sweeping changes. No,
I don't know. I don't know.
The more I suck at Fortnite,
I'll get it on PC. because
It costs money though. It's not.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'll get it on PC, and I think I'll enjoy it more on PC.
Yeah, I would totally stream some of that with you.
Yep.
The more we play Fortnite, the more I think I'll never. I just don't think I can get the handle on like this Dark Souls boss or like this Bloodborne boss.
You should just play it on console.
Yeah.
Because the building on PC, people are too good at it.
I know.
Where
streaming
you
console's
feel
a hassle,
like
though.
you are so far behind everyone else, and that you'll just never get that good. And for me, it's worse because I'm still getting used to playing with a fucking
you're
keyboard.
like literally learning how to use WASD and things.
Yeah.
It's. What if we just went back to simple old PUBG, our first true love?
It's true. No. Yeah.
It's a lot slower. I heard they made some really sweeping changes that like you it used to be kind of like there was one gun to have, one best gun. I heard they sort of kind of bounced the playing field a bit.
Thank you, Hyperion. I don't want to put anything out there, but Duncan did kind of make it seem like at some point he's gonna hook a brother up with the PUBG, so that might just happen.
Like
buy for you.
Yep.
like I did for Andy.
Yep.
Calling the favor that Andy owes me. Like, hey Andy,
That's true. I could do that.
remember that time that he's bought you PUBG?
Yep.
Well, it's time to pay the piper.
Pay it forward,
Yeah.
brother.
I've been telling him forever. I'm like, dude, don't worry, it was a gift.
Yeah.
You don't give anything in return for a gift. He's like, no, I'm paying you back. This was like a year and a half ago. I'm paying you back.
Is
I'll
Andy
do
drunk?
it. I'll totally do
So
it.
yeah, call him in right now.
Yeah, you got to pay that forward, and then somewhere down the line, I'll buy you a game, and then circle's complete.
Yep. Finally.
Circle is complete.
Finally.
When's someone gonna buy me?
Triangle.
A complete jerk.
You don't have
At
a
last.
PSP.
Still buy me a game.
You don't have a PSP.
Still
You
buy
don't
me
have
a
a PSP?
game.
You want to buy a PSP?
I do not want a PSP.
It's gunmetal green.
I have a PSP.
It's the Metal Gear edition.
Frank Buck was the name of that.
That's
animal
right.
guy.
Old Chuck
He
Buck.
died in 1950 and was getting referenced in the 1964
In Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
60. All right, Bryce is here to keep an eye on things. I can safely go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Hema got it. Hema got it.
Hema?
Hema? I thought it was. Oh, I've been saying wrong the whole time then.
Not like hematosis.
Well,
Oh, I did have my headphones on this whole time.
Winnipeg lost again, eh?
No.
fuck 'em. That's it.
I am cheering for Vegas anyways.
Yeah,
Yay.
it's a series.
Yeah.
Vegas is pretty dope.
Their half times, their opening, amazing.
They do it right.
Yep. I guess no, there is no half time.
Just gonna stop halfway through the second period here and do a quick halftime show.
That's it.
Then that's it.
Third times.
What up, Fluffed? Hello to you, sir. Or madam. I'm not totally sure. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Whoops.
Can't do that.
Whoa.
Can't do
Sir.
that.
Look at that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna turn that down. Hey, I'm
No,
just
I'm just
gonna
gonna listen to it as
let
it
it
is.
let it loop.
Are you getting a lot of chicken dinners at least? Or whatever Fortnite is,
whatever
just
the-
winning?
Nope, have not done a
Victory
single one on
Royale?
PC yet.
Ah, okay.
Xbox, I've had my share, but
Noise. And what was the Thanos thing? Have you played as him?
yeah, I did that on Xbox too.
Sweet.
It was okay.
Aw.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
sweet.
Great. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Brando for true.
That's not Brando.
No?
What led you to pick that username?
Is
Me?
it a Simpsons
I don't
thing?
remember making this at
yeah.
all. In
It's
my
like
life.
it's been
Yep,
around.
No, I can guarantee I made it when I was like hammered at one of our year-end streams. It was a process of like sending confirmation emails and stuff and figuring out like a bunch of shit to get my password, and then like I didn't know my password or my username, and eventually it all came together, and I was like, Brando for true, eh?
For true. The only instance I can think of the phrase for
That's
true,
for
is
true.
from The Simpsons. Yeah.
Yeah.
For true? Or no, it was for serious.
No, I'm like that's for true. Whatever
For
that's.
serious, Homer. I'm thinking of he goes to rock camp
Yeah.
And they're like, he's all bummed because he has to leave, and Mick Jagger and Keith Richards are going to let him open the show. And it's for serious?
Yeah, no. It was like,
for
the thing I'm getting
serious,
is, like,
Homer.
some guy said, like some gruff sounding guy says, "I'll tell you, that's for true."
Yeah. I feel like I've heard it before.
Yeah.
That's for true.
One of
I
the
also
Christmas
have
ones.
another one on here.
Another Twitch
Yeah.
thing? I mean, I guess I sort of
Reverse
have to.
weenus.
Oh, reverse
remember that
weenus.
one?
Yes, yes.
I wonder which one I should use. We should put that up to
Probably
a poll
reverse
one day.
weenus.
Yeah, reverse weenus is pretty funny.
Yeah. The word weenus caused an outbreak of hysterical laughter.
It's fused our friendship.
In Nate, yes.
great.
Almost killed some of us.
Nihon the hardest giggles.
Yeah, that was the weirdest shit. 6 completely sober people
I
sitting around the
think
table.
we were just all pretty fucking tired that day.
I think they like spiked our drinks or something.
That lady, that cashier lady, she was something else.
Still there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I go back, when I would go back for electrician school, I see her. Always calls me hun. Morning, hun.
How you doing, hon?
Morning, hun. More hash brown sugar.
Was that the breakfast lady or the
Yep.
lady at the till?
At the till.
Lady at the till.
Yeah.
But I only saw her
Worried
during
about the
breakfast time.
breakfast,
Yeah.
That's what we
God damn those fucking breakfasts.
love when we got to the point that we just bring the plates right into class with
Yeah.
us and
They
just,
Oh, yeah.
train everything.
Oh yeah.
No respect.
Really? Yeah. No respect at all.
yeah.
Absolutely none.
Well, that's
Remember
just
that
the
one
thing.
time that and you may not have been. I think you were with me. That we skipped the Albright's class, and we were just drinking at the Nest, and then came back for the class afterwards. And he saw only me in the hallway, and just looked at me and went, "You son of a bitch!" And then just went into his office.
It was good.
Good
he
times.
he kind of said with a smile though, didn't he?
He knew that I wanted nothing to do with production.
Yeah, he wasn't really calling you a son. He's like, you
No.
son of a bitch.
He did it for the sake of doing it.
He's a
just
sweet
jelly.
man. He's a sweet man with a great mullet.
Always had, I think on
Tremendous moment.
Fridays,
Impeccable.
I always had like Stu's double like shooting class, the class I ended up needing right after lunch on Fridays, and I was always a little bit drunk.
Why would you have a bar in a college? Of course everyone's going to get loaded at
Yeah,
lunch.
especially on Friday at lunch.
Yeah.
And they put like the class where I have to handle the expensive equipment right after it.
Yeah, we did
I'll never forget the first time we did that. Just like, wait, I can drink and go back to class and pretend like I'm not totally fucked up right now?
No.
pretend.
This
very
is living.
poorly.
This is living.
Yeah, I do the
I was,
same
a
thing.
wily,
in electrical
I was a
school.
wily veteran by that point because of my brief stint in Concordia.
You had long learned how to get
Take a
drunk
lot
at
out
lunch
of you.
and hold your liquor.
There was also that one time where we spun the crank a little too hard,
Yeah, that was bad.
stepping out onto the porch.
Yeah, that was like one of my
Never
early porch attempts, early porch trips. So it really
to blame me.
fucking gets you.
You like to blame me for making you get back out onto the
Yeah,
porch.
you're a bad influence on me, Warren.
Yep, that's
you
all my
dragged
fault.
me back out. I was like, no, Warren, not the porch. Like leaving fingernails in the floor and everything. And just Warren dragged me
I
back out there.
don't want to go back to the porch.
No, I hate fun.
Locks the screen door and he's like, I'll let you back in when you're ready.
You stay out there.
Yeah.
Think about what you did.
Yeah, that was fucked. You know, you got to do some things wrong to learn that maybe you shouldn't do them again.
Yeah. Like stepping on the porch while doing a radio show.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
That was another
too.
one.
You know what? I think this is the fucking worst kept secret. In today's day, I could do it now. I couldn't do it back then. But in today's day and age, having been through a year of radio, fucking whatever.
I couldn't do it.
No,
Nope,
you have
not a
you have a
chance.
co-host, so that's way different. If you were by yourself,
Nope.
really?
Definitely not. Makes me too stupid.
Yeah.
I can't think straight. I can't speak straight sometimes. I slur, like, not slur, but like confuse words or forget a word completely.
And then like,
Yeah.
And then you freeze up. And
It's like the mid sentence stopping sometimes where you're like you clearly know what you're going to say, but you forget halfway through the sentence and then you're like, right. And
or
go
I
back into
forget
it.
what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
maybe you don't want to like pull a curtain back this much, but do you write when you're by yourself? Do you write your breaks?
No.
Oh, you just free bird the whole thing.
Yep.
I
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so would I, but I would still write down. It wasn't like word for word, but like point form notes. So I was just always.
It's because Galenza got to you, man.
I know. For the most part,
Man.
I was just like, here's the Megadeth has this weird whatever's going on, blah 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 blah. Okay, music. A little more
Yeah.
pizzazz, but at the end of the day, I was just reading shit off the page. I could have been stoned sideways to Saturday
that,
and
yeah.
fucking do that, no problem. Whoops! Did I just say? I mean,
Porched.
whoops! Let's come back and do some news. What do you say?
No.
Nah. Not today.
I'm good. Let's
get
just
our-
wrap it up.
Let's get our heart rates up. Let's use dynamic resistance. All right, everyone. We're gonna go
Punch
into
beat.
we're gonna go into cutter stance here. Everyone, cutter stance. We're gonna take
Not
the
cutter stance.
We're gonna take the energy.
Bang.
We're gonna bring it back down. Yeah, and boom, you're a fire hydrant. Yoga with DDP is a real blast. Actually,
He's a good man.
It's a lot of fun, and he knows that his audience is like, okay, yoga, huh? Come on. So he really wrestlings the shit out of that.
No.
It's dudes. That's why.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Warren, I think you might.
I have
You
it.
dabble.
I've done
Do you?
it.
Yep.
It's not for you or what?
No, I just haven't gotten back into it yet. I will.
Maybe Diesel 2.0 would be. I think.
Yep.
I feel like Diesel 2.0
Oh,
might
yeah.
be way into DDP yoga.
Yep.
We'll get together Sunday mornings, watch the sunrise, and cutter stance together.
Damn right. On a
Roof.
hill.
The roof of your apartment building.
somewhere as the sun kisses our nude
Naked
upper
bodies.
torsos.
Oh man, let's put these pants back on and talk about Black Ops 4. That's a video. Black
so
Ops
what?
III. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
They confirmed this week
Why?
that
Okay, time out. Why is everyone all up in arms that it's III?
They should.
It's not Roman numerals, how it
I.
works.
It's 4 eyes.
That's
Black Ops
fine.
Yeah.
4.
Oh, there's only 3 in the logo?
There's 4 in the logo, but Roman numerals go. It would be
IV.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's just Roman numerals, but I forgot that that's not of the Roman.
Apparently, it's just a thing for the logo. It's written Black Ops.
It looks.
Number 4.
yes.
It looks fine.
I like
it's
it, too.
just it's funny.
Yeah.
Because it was like Black Ops, then Black Ops line, and then Black Ops line. You're like, oh yeah, okay. And then line. You're like, nah, it's not.
Whoops.
No.
Yeah.
They confirmed. So we know this game won't have a campaign mode. We talked about that a little earlier in the earlier podcast. Thinking, oh, maybe they'll put some of this resources to Battle Royale mode. That's popular. They got out there and said, yep, that's what we're doing. It happens on a map called Blackout, which is, and this is a weird metric, 1,500 times bigger than Nuketown, I guess.
Why'd they use this just to make that number bigger? I guess.
Yeah, and maybe people
compared to our
know
smallest map.
Maybe people know Nuketown size or something.
Well, it's also the most popular map.
Is
I
it?
guess
That would make sense
because it's been across 4 or 5 of their titles now.
It's been around since the original Black Ops, I
Yeah,
think, was the
and I
first.
think they've had it in not even just Black Ops games. Like they've ported it into other ones.
Yeah.
Nuketown is a Black Ops map or a Call of Duty map that I know.
Yes.
Like the name of.
It's the
So,
only one
yeah.
I think I know anymore. There's no information on player count. I guess they're gonna have a big reveal at
16.
Yeah, 4. I guess they're gonna have a review. I think it's gonna be at E3. I think they, and I didn't write this down, but I think they said they might be playing Battle Royale mode at E3, so we might see what it actually is. It's gonna feature, and this part's interesting: land, air, and sea vehicles from previous games. You know, those Call of Duty vehicles that you love to use.
Especially the air
Well,
ones.
I don't think that's what they meant. I think they meant that the vehicles were in previous games, not that you used them.
Oh, well, I
Like in the
the
campaigns,
assets?
like hey, I'm in this like there's certain levels where
sure you.
I'm shooting this machine gun out of the side of a helicopter.
Yeah, but like, are they gonna have someone in an AC-130? Like,
Hope
maybe.
not. That seems like a good way to get
Power
fucked.
ups. If you kill 5
Yeah.
people, you
Yeah,
get an AC
actually.
130.
Okay,
That'd be fun.
oh fuck, kill streaks in battle. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm coming around.
That's
I'm coming around.
the next step, right?
And each power up. Let's explore this. Each
Yep.
power up would have to be exponent, because the battle royale thing, if you're just playing standard Call of Duty, it's like I have a 1 in 100 chance basically. But if each power up is exponentially more powerful,
Yeah. It's
that's
all about getting that snowball big.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you're not 1 in 100. Once you kill someone, you're really like 1 in 8 or
Yeah.
whatever. And
You're
yeah,
like, well, I'm instantly better than these 30 people just
Okay.
because I managed to kill these 3.
I have like some tanks and shit, some jeeps, whatever. It's odd to me because Call of Duty multiplayer has never had vehicles. Maybe World at War did. I didn't play that one.
I don't think it.
Well, it
Oh, it
did
might
not.
have had tanks.
For the most part, they've never really had vehicles.
World at War was
Sorry, not World at War. World War II.
Oh,
The
that
most
did not
recent
have
one.
vehicles
Yeah.
World at War, I was going to say.
outside of kill streaks again.
Yeah. Or the odd like, oh, we're in the campaign and I'm in a turret of a jeep
Yes.
or whatever.
Yes.
So that's kind of interesting.
You did control an airplane in one of the campaign missions. Like you were actually flying and moving and shooting and doing barrel rolls.
That's sort of cool. Was that like the Halo equivalent? Remember that one like was that Halo 4 with the spaceship mission? You remember like flying the fucking was that Reach maybe?
Reach, you just went up in the thing. You didn't really control it.
There was one where you were like straight up did like a dogfighting mission.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was Reach.
Was that Reach?
Yeah.
Okay.
You went up on the cutscene, and then you did an outside space fight.
Yeah.
And then you went docked it.
And that was it. That was the only time you ever
Yeah, I
flew
think
that
so.
thing in Halo history.
That was fucking dope.
That
I
was
love Reach. We
really
were just
dope.
talking about Reach on chat a little while ago. That's a great game.
Yeah.
I'd play that campaign again.
I like ODST the best.
Yeah, that's also a great game.
So we'll see what that is coming up. We alluded to this a little earlier in the show. Sea of Thieves, their first free expansion comes out May the 29th, called The Hungering Deep. I watched the trailer today. They tease a new AI threat, which looks like a giant. So it's all done in like kind of moving, like paintings almost. I don't know, matte paintings that move. It's not in-game footage, but they show like it's a big shark that eats a ship in a whole bite.
Oh, no.
And they say, the terror of the seas that can eat a vessel in a single gulp or whatever. And they also say something about how ancient seafarers could summon such creatures. So I don't really know what that is going to allude to, but it shows people playing their instruments, and maybe you can control one of these giant sharks. Who knows? And they're also going to start some weekly in-game events with that expansion. Warren, there's not enough to pull you back in from the sound of it.
I think you need people to play with.
Yeah,
Bottom line with this
100%,
game.
100%.
You can play with randoms, but it's not as fun as fucking around with your buddies and panicking when your boat's about to sink and everyone's running around eating bananas like maniacs and you're drunk when the Kraken attacks you. And
That was the best part.
it's you need buddies to play it with, and if you don't, then there's no point in playing that game, in my opinion.
There's potential for very great moments in that game, and I feel like we saw them.
Yeah, in the first hour or two.
Do you own it, Brando, or did you Game Pass?
No, I just I traded in my Game Pass for a little subscription called Marvel Ultimate.
Ooh.
So
you no
always
longer have
go-
access to Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, I'll always go back. Like, if you guys want to play it, then I'll go back
Yeah.
and get Game Pass again. I just wasn't playing anything on Game Pass. I went through the back catalog, didn't want anything to do it. I was like, maybe I'll come back to it when State of Decay 2 comes out if other people want to play that. But if no one wants to play that, I don't even know what the next game on the horizon is. Crackdown?
Whatever
Probably fucking Crackdown.
Whatever the Halo that gets announced this year and comes out later this winter is.
Help with that.
Yeah. I would love an excuse to try it. I love the look of it. I love the water so much. Mm-hmm. I want to see the waves.
It's not very...
I want to live the waves.
It's not very fun for very long.
Yeah, that I sort of predicted that from the outside. I think they said they're doing 5 more expansions before the end of the year. So maybe they'll turn into something worth playing. Who knows? Yeah. Speaking of games that will maybe get turned into something worth playing, No Man's Sky's next update, which is their biggest update ever. Remember, No Man's Sky came out and was basically a pale shadow of what they claimed it was going to be. This update is looking more and more like it's going to make good on that original vision. It's going to add not just fully featured co-op. It sounds like fully featured multiplayer, where you can team up with your friends. And it seems like you can do everything. You can walk around, explore a planet. You can do the building. You can fly into space. You can space fight. You can trade. You can do whatever. And you're also going to run into. So they don't get into like how it's going to work, but they say you can also run into strangers, which to me sounds like, okay, now they have this connected universe that they. Oh shit! Someone's watching Kingdom Hearts. Is there Kingdom Hearts 3 news? Oh no!
No.
Oh,
I have to play that.
grown man. I'm gonna start crying into my beard.
Oh, the Toy Story guys are in it.
Woody.
And this monster's egg. Oh,
What are this No Man's Sky update seems like it might make it on that original vision, which seems cool. I'm cautious.
I'm
but-
very happy that they eventually got there, but
Yes.
I have long since flown by the window
Oh yeah.
of No Man's Sky, and I don't think I'm ever going to go back to it.
For the right price. If it's a Steam sale for like $20 or something, I might now check into it.
I don't need the game that you just like live in, like right now. Yeah.
I do. I need something to overreact to on my stream.
But that's part. I guess my question of this is that are people not just like, well, you burned me once, so I'm not giving you my money for this game?
I think it's more of a case
Do
of
people
like,
still care about this game?
It might be that
Yeah.
people are like, oh, you burned me once, and finally maybe I can get some value out of this thing that I own.
yeah, like,
I guess if you own it, that's
Yeah.
that's.
and I'm kind of with you of like, do I really trust these guys?
Because like
I
as a
don't really
guy
trust
who
Sean Murray anymore.
is on the outside looking in, who to be perfectly honest, I never really had any interest in the game to begin with. But then I hear, yep, it's shitty and it's not anywhere near what people thought it was.
Yeah.
And I hear this and I go, you told me this last time, and I heard that it wasn't great, so I'm probably not going to go out of my way to buy it.
That's fair.
The original vision, like the original trailer, was really promising. Where it was this seamless, like, fly down to a planet, do your shit, build your base, fly up. There's aliens, we're shooting them, fly to a different. Like, it was this amazing interconnected
This humble
world.
kid comes out on stage, and everyone's like, "Oh, this guy fucking gets video games. He's
right.
not a big corporation. He knows what we want."
Also, we've sold to Sony, and it'll be out later this summer.
Sweet.
Well,
Is it even on Xbox? I think it's supposed to come.
It's coming though.
I think it's supposed to come with this update to Xbox, or is coming later this year. I'm not too sure. Do I have another news story? I do. Do you guys remember Lawbreakers?
Nope.
That's Cliffy B's.
Oh yes.
Overwatch-esque 6-on-6 shooter that I came on here and talked a bunch of shit about and shut down later. So they made Lawbreakers. It didn't go great. They flipped over to Radical Heights as their take on the Battle Royale genre. And as of last week, Boss Key Productions is shutting down.
Who shut down before them that they're copying?
Well, that's tough to say. What was Boss Key called before it was Boss Key? No. So that's kind of a bummer. People lost their jobs. That sucks. I still think Cliffy B is an asshole. Yeah. And he'll be fine. He is, I think, very wealthy at this point. Cliffy B will be A-okay. I have his official press statement, which, again, is colored through my lens of thinking he's an asshole, and I can't ever think anything but that. No, I'm not.
It's going to come with a voice then?
I'm not, but I'm just going to point out that this press release is all about Cliffy B. This press release is not about all the people who lost their jobs, about all the struggling developers out there who would need to make ends meet. It is all about Cliffy B. It says, and he tweeted this, as of today, Boss Key Productions is effectively no more. 4 years ago, I set out to make a world-class video game studio, and I hired some of the best talent in the video game industry. They worked tirelessly to produce some quality products, and while we had our ups and downs, I'd like to think we had fun doing it. Lawbreakers was a great game that unfortunately failed to gain traction, and in a last-ditch attempt, we scrambled to do our take on the huge Battle Royale genre with Radical Heights, which was well-received. However, it was too little too late. Okay, pause for a second, because when Radical Heights came out, they were very much like, no, we're not scrambling. We love, this is our passion. We've been dreaming this for years.
You never tell them you're scrambling.
We live and breathe it. I know you can never tell them, but, and he said, okay, continuing. As for myself, I'm going to take some time off and reflect. I need to focus on myself and family, as well as my Aussie Teddy, who is slowly fading from us. Is that a dog?
Yeah, it's a type of dog.
Okay. Video games will forever be a part of who I am, and I hope to make something new again someday. However, I need to withdraw and take this time. To those of you who have supported myself in the studio for the last years, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and everyone who came to work for me. Please note that the servers for Radical Height will remain up for the near future. I don't know if they're doing refunds for that stuff. If you'll remember, the monetary stuff, the put money into the game stuff was in before the male-female gender selection was. So I don't know what the refunds there are. But that's the end of it. He says, hey, thanks, Cliff. Cliff, yeah. Dude who his editor was like, maybe don't sign this one dude huge. That's a little douchey. So that sucks.
Yeah.
No one ever sets out to make a bad game.
Hey.
You
don't know what goes on in there.
That's true. I don't know. It's so hard not to be cynical because he's such a shitheel.
Yeah.
He's Mr. I'm the best. You're gonna play my game because I'm Cliffy B. Fuck you.
He's got his big giant B belt buckle.
He does.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. But
he's got his money.
He does. Oh, he'll be fine.
Cliffy be all right.
Oh yeah. It's the other folks that I'm thinking about. The world-class talent that he hired.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yes. Which, as we've seen, clearly worked very well. Let's go some emails, we say. Turn these frowns upside downs. No? That's a smile, not an upside down frown. Bryce, why don't you read this first one from Duncan?
Dudes, I hope your weeks have been foxy. Question time. So this week I found myself playing Mass Effect Andromeda. God, why? After finishing 3, and I found myself enjoying it.
Oh!
But not because I was having fun.
Someone ban him right now.
I can admit Andromeda is one of, if not the hottest Carl. But I found myself enjoying because of my brand loyalty to Mass Effect.
Sure.
Also found myself enjoying things just because they came from a certain brand. Do you find yourself in the same situation where brand loyalty trumps actual quality? See Metal Gear Solid? Or am I just crazy? As I check my sanity level for real life, I'll assume I'm saying enough. Thank you, Canuckers. You can't call us that.
Don't call me Brian.
Duncan.
You can't say that, Duncan.
Only we can say that.
You can't.
Yeah.
That's our word.
Mother Canuckers. I bought Mass Effect on brand loyalty. I bought Mass Effect knowing that game was not allegedly very good. But I was like, I can change it.
Maybe I'm the broken one.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there are some games that have not steered me wrong in the past that you could be like, oh, it's a cooking sim, but it's BioShock cooking. And I'd be like, I see.
Matt Shepard
I have $80.
does steak.
Yeah, exactly.
I like to think I'm not immune to brand loyalty, but like, listen, I've been around games for a long time. I've played some fucking bad Halo games in my time. That Spartan Assault.
Sure.
Spartan something, the iPad one that
played
came
that.
to Xbox.
I
Yeah,
think I beat that game.
I'm sorry.
It was free on Xbox one day.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
It's free on iPad, but costs money on X. It's so fucked. But that has happened enough times where it's like, just because something says Mass Effect or Halo or Metal Gear or whatever, Zelda is a great example.
God of War.
Sure, God of War. Just because something says a brand, I come in hating it until it impresses me.
But like God of War, I guess I didn't play Ascension, which wasn't very good. But out of all those titles that
very, very middling.
out of all those titles you named, it's like I have a brand loyalty to them because they have not done me wrong
Sure.
yet.
Sure.
Like even the bad Zelda games, I was like, this is not your best work, but
The bad Zelda games, I think, are bad.
like I played the DS, a couple
great.
DS ones, and I like them.
I think Skyward Sword is really shitty.
Skyward Sword's maybe the worst one I played, but
I think
even
it's
that
so
is
bad.
that game is as quality as most other Zelda games once you get by the unnecessarily long intro.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't love it, and I
Yeah.
certainly didn't love it because it was called Zelda.
Right.
What about you, Warren?
You can slap WWE on anything, and I'll go out of my way to at least try it.
Yeah. But you'll recognize that, say, WWE 2K18 is a bad video game.
I have, and I will.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll give it a shot. And that's I think that's a little bit different of like, I've loved this brand in the past. I'll try it. Same thing with Andromeda.
Yeah.
But I, like Duncan says, he's enjoying Andromeda because of his brand loyalty to Mass Effect.
Yes, that's true. That is different, but in the sense of the last 3 or 4 WWE video games are bad. Probably still going to buy the next one. Probably still won't like it.
This is the year, brother.
But I'm going to keep giving them my money because I want to play the game.
What about you, Bryce? In brand loyalties?
Yeah, God of War. Wouldn't have played it. If it was Horizon Zero Gods, not gonna touch it.
Okay, that's a great point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I guess that's
Yeah, the only reason I picked up that game.
Have you learned something? Have you learned to
Do they still have that loyalty?
to separate the brand from the product?
God of Dad of War. Sorry,
Yeah,
not God of Dad. That's ridiculous.
God of Dad would be all
God
right.
of
Played
Daddies.
Dad of War.
Dad bod of war.
Yeah.
That's more than a dad bod.
I'll still play every Zelda.
that is
I'll
a
still
fucking-
play every Mario.
Yeah, just because they're called Mario, Zelda.
Yeah, they'll be
and
fine. I believe in Nintendo. They'll steer me right.
That's brand.
Kingdom
that's,
Hearts.
That's
It's gonna be
brand
great.
loyalty. That's brand. Fire Emblem.
No.
They burn
don't get
themselves
shit.
on heroes.
Yeah.
I haven't been burned on this yet, but I know I will be because all good things must come to an end. But like whenever a Marvel movie comes out, even if it's like a hero I don't care about or anything, I'm just like, oh, I'll fucking see that.
Yeah.
I'll see that probably in the first week it's out.
That's me with Star Wars.
Yeah,
it can
sure.
be the shittiest piece of garbage as long as 2 lightsabers go
Yeah.
at some point.
You're
I'm
like,
so
that's pretty
fucking
good.
in. Yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah. No, I'm. That's the worst one for me. I think is Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Thoughts going into Solo?
I don't think I'm gonna see it.
What?
Really?
That seems like the exact opposite thing you just said.
said that you.
There's no lightsabers in Solo. There's
Oh,
How
gonna
do
be-
you
don't
know?
There's
that.
gonna be zero.
How
Has
do
to
you
be.
know?
You're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
The trailers have really turned me off.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
really turned me off. I don't like the dude that plays Solo.
I think that is
That's
the
fair.
majority
Yeah.
of people's number one complaint is that God, it's so hard to do justice to a guy like Harrison Ford. Like,
Yeah,
I
totally.
don't think there's a guy on earth that probably could have laid down a line and me be like, yeah, it's Han Solo.
yeah, he
Doesn't he
nailed
have a
it.
son?
Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Make his kid do it. He's not an
Yeah.
actor. He's,
Yeah.
he's,
Yeah,
a,
just make
he's
him
a-
do it.
He's a rig pig. Make him do it.
Just gonna CG and have Harrison do the voiceover. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I feel like the Solo movie. I feel like a lot. Again, to kind of immediately go back to what I said, I do love the Star Wars stuff, but I feel like a lot of the extraneous We don't need
so good.
Rogue One was okay. It was
Rogue
fine.
One was maybe.
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
It's fine. But
it
like,
might be my favorite.
really?
No, it's not.
It's my favorite non-canon, like non.
Isn't it
is
the only one right now though? Is it the only outside
That's true,
one?
I guess. Yeah. For now.
I don't know.
That's a good point.
One every other year is enough for me.
He's got 4 sons and 1 daughter.
Oh my!
Damn, has to be one of them.
Mr. Ford gets around.
The oldest one is looks like to be a chef.
That kind of looks like him. Fucking get that guy.
Mine has nothing even to do with looks. I actually think the look is fine. It's like whenever he opens his mouth,
he
It's
does.
very
And I'm
70s.
like-
It's a weird look to bring back.
I'm withholding judgment until I see it,
Yeah.
as I like to do with most things.
I'm not going to see this one in theaters. This will be the first Star Wars movie I've ever
really?
not seen in
I'll see
theaters. Yeah, I'm going to wait for it.
we'll send you the invite and you'll
I haven't
be
seen
there.
any of the
Just
new
come with
ones.
us.
Money's tight, brother. I got to listen. Soul is the first thing to go.
Oh, maybe I'll gift you it.
Oh, okay. All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Shit, I had one more.
Where's my $5 for being a subscriber for your thing?
Whoa! You're not supposed to. Whoa!
Oh my!
Fucking cut this show off right now. What the fuck? Let's read this last email from Griffin. I edited this one a bit to make it not all about myself.
Fake news.
He says, no, I just took the first half of the question off. Jack writes in. His name's Jack. Writes in, says, my question is, what's the biggest risk you've ever taken? How did it pan out? This was, I feel weird talking about this. Okay, so I threw my career out the window. I'm a full-time streamer now. This is in direct response to that. Because that's a huge risk. That is my answer. That is the biggest risk.
Yeah, mine was probably kind of like I was still young, and it's tough to say how like what's the biggest risk you're taking when you're this young.
Yeah, it's
right?
true. Man.
Like
we got a lot of life left.
Mine was definitely switching from an accountant to a video journalist.
Yeah.
When I was like working on a degree that would have paid me a hell of a lot more than I'm making now, and just sitting there one day being like, if I'm in an office for the rest of my life, I'll die.
I'm gonna fucking throw myself out the window.
Yeah, right out the top floor.
Yep.
So I was like, well, let's go to Nate. And everyone was like, oh, you were an accountant. That's the fucking dumbest decision you've ever made. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. But I just couldn't do the accountant thing. And now, God willing, the industry hangs on until I die. But it's a great job.
I'm on the floor. Fuck you. Twitch is killing TV.
Yeah.
Hey,
Up with me, down with you.
hey, I don't need the news to stick around. I need skilled cameramen
Yes, you're absolutely right.
to stick around.
We'll always need
The
camera.
news will stick around. It just won't be on television necessarily.
It'll always be
and
filmed.
it'll probably be put together by 5 people instead of
Yep.
40.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it's all on a free internet streaming service in the next
Everything.
15 years. say.
Everything.
Wrestling's
Could
always
be
the
off
first.
TV.
It's ahead of the curve with
Yeah.
everything, and
Well,
it's
porn-
already started.
Porn went there. Now wrestling.
Nope, wrestling first.
Oh,
Vince
I
wins.
got some great
Vince
websites that are gonna blow your fucking
Never
mind.
lost a lawsuit.
Wrestling.
Never. Warren.
I don't really have anything. I've never taken a.
I feel like all our answers
Big
are going
terrifying
to be
risk.
career change because we're young.
I've never made a career change either.
No, I'm on the same boat. I got nothing here.
No, zero.
Take a pass.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I got nothing. Nope.
That's a fine way to live. Also, like
Coming out of the
risk-free.
closet.
Maybe
boom.
don't-
It's gonna happen
sure,
at some
sure.
point.
Sure, that's a real answer.
I guess.
That's totally a real answer.
meh.
And maybe
It wasn't a big deal for me.
really.
No.
It was kind of not a big deal for anyone, which I think is
Exactly.
like
Maybe that's the least risky
I think
part of
no,
it.
I think
Yeah.
is
that's
the
like
fact-
good on us and good on you and good
Yeah.
on everyone involved because it was like
But that's the
life
thing.
goes on.
What's really the risk there? That some
Losing
people look at
people.
you differently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Because there's all
If you
I
sorts
was
lose
of,
ready to
because
cut
of
people
that,
out of my
then
life.
there's all sorts of intolerant.
you don't want
Yeah.
them.
Fucking
That's
idiots,
like
yeah.
you're not really losing that much.
Yeah,
if
but
that's
it's not
the case.
about losing. It's about opening yourself up to people who are not
Yeah,
even a
no,
part of
yeah,
your life who
totally.
are complete assholes
Yeah.
to you. Like,
Yep.
No, I totally get it.
Yep.
and also probably losing a couple assholes along the way.
Yeah.
Shed some light away.
Maybe
As you do.
maybe this is an off-color joke, but maybe gaining a couple assholes. Okay. Podcast at TalkingRocks.com is an email address where you can save us from me on this show, or you can drop on the subreddit. I usually try to pull one from each, just to justify that money I pay for the email address every year.
Yeah.
Follow the brother show to the Talking Rocks podcast. It's called the Sat Pod. It's all about wrestling. Warren Barris hosts it over on satpod.podbean.com. Anything coming up you want to plug for the old set
We
pod?
should have a new show out as of a couple days ago.
Oh, good.
So go listen to that.
More than just you?
I
Just you.
think it was more. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
it's going to be more than
Was.
just
Okay,
To be
sweet.
determined.
2, maybe 3.
Oh, ooh, full house. If you're listening live, we'll be playing Rock Band on Sunday. If you're listening in the past, we will have played Rock Band on Sunday. But I think I have a way for you to view it also. Maybe more details next week on that. I'm still working out the fine print. And then Wednesday's my birthday.
Oh, shit.
Yes, Wednesday is the 27th anniversary of my time on this earth, so we're going to play Metal Gear 4 from start to motherfucking finish.
In one sitting?
We'll see.
It's
I think we can do
doable.
it. I think we
Yeah.
can do it. We usually go for about 10 hours, so
because-
we might be able to.
Oh, yeah. That's easy.
But I want to do it all. We're gonna do it. We're gonna touch the penis till it breaks. We're gonna shit our pants in the box.
Yep.
We're gonna shake the controller to move the boobs. We're
Absolutely.
gonna do it.
We're gonna play it right.
Exactly. We're gonna do the creepy like cut the photo op things.
Yep.
We're doing it all. It's gonna be awesome on Wednesday. So please come join us. 27 years.
One of the greatest games of all time.
Where's the time gone? Yes, I agree. One of the greatest games. We're gonna fucking Rex and Ray fight. Oh,
I'll watch that.
I'm so excited.
I wish that was on Tuesday
Yeah,
because then I could watch literally the whole
it's
thing.
true.
But
Skip work. You should call in sick.
it's calling sick.
Till we're playing.
Watch that VOD.
How often do we play
that-
Metal Gear 4?
That's true.
Once every 27 years.
Hopefully you go late. I'll watch when I get home.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
I just want to see the old man fight. I just got to be there for
Yes, it's so good. Bryce,
Hello.
thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for being here.
You're
Yeah.
what? That's caught me off guard. You're
the end.
welcome.
Thank you for being here when we showed up.
Warren,
Thanks for showing up.
always. I'm here every time. Brando. Thank you for being here with me, Brando.
You too.
And also with you. And you, listener at home, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you here next week. It'll be the 227th episode of the Talking Reckless Podcast, 7 days' time, right here. You're welcome. We'll see you then. Sometimes people say, enjoy your movie, and I say, thanks, you too.
Yep.
Wait,
Me too.
you work here? That makes no fucking sense.
I do that to people at work on purpose all the time.
Oh, good.
How are you?
like-
Well, about 4:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just the wrong
They
answers.
call in traffic tips, and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man. Drive safe." And I know that. I say that knowing that they're gonna be like, "Oh, you too." Shit,
Yeah.
Click them off.
suckers.
It's just a general rule to
Yeah.
drive safe.
Yeah. Or to say good, like,
Not
You
here. Reckless.
No.
wreck. Well, yeah, no
This
wrecks.
is the one place.
You drive
Without
this-
wreck less. You do not get wrecked.
That's good.
Is this on the podcast, or is this like
No, this is
at the
post.
end of a talk show when the credits are playing
Yeah.
music, and they're just kind of like,
Yeah,
See
it's
it?
just carrots and peas, carrots and
Everyone's
peas.
laughing. And,
The guy leans over at the host and be like, I'm going to sue you for fucking saying that.
my lawyers will see
Yeah.
you in court.
Yeah.
"I told you not to talk about that,
Yeah.
son of a bitch."
You knew I didn't have a clip.
I forgot to talk about the new WWE video game that they announced, kind of, sort of.
20. What?
2K19.
No.
You'll never guess who's on the cover.
Nobody.
Oh wait, let me try to guess. Will I really never guess?
You'll guess. Oh, you'll definitely guess.
Is it Roman?
No.
Fuck.
Oh. Maybe I won't. Is it Brock?
No. He was on 14.
Who's
Is
is
it-
it Seth? Who was it? Was Seth on the
That
last
was-
one?
Yeah, the current one.
And do they kind of do a different one each time usually?
Always.
Shinsuke.
Nope.
Fuck, I don't know.
AJ?
Oh, that's a good guess.
AJ would have been.
That is
Vince.
a good guess. Nope.
Did you say Vince? Daniel Bryan.
Who's the most over in the company?
Oh, Braun.
Yep.
Really? It's
I'm
time.
pretty sure they're making a Get
This is
These
the
Hands
year.
version,
Yes,
which will be good.
I'll
So-
buy the Get These Hands version. I'll buy just the Get These Hands DLC, but not the game. I support Get These Hands,
Yeah.
but do not.
I
support
just can't wait for the trailer that they make for him, because the trailer they made last year was pretty fancy for a WWE game.
Did it have a
There's
lot
one
of
at
Seth?
the,
A lot of Seth
yeah.
on
The
cam?
museum, like the
Yeah, and starting lighting shit on fire, burn it. That's where "Burn It Down" came from. Was from the video game, because he burned everything down. So they're gonna do some shit where Braun's breaking things probably and flipping fucking trailers and ambulances onto people and
What if they're doing like a
killing motherfuckers.
somebody
Not
walks
finished with you yet.
somebody walks into a prosthetic store and is looking for a hand. Is like, I would like this hand, and Brian comes out like, you should get these hands. Holds up two
And
hands.
starts beating the fuck out of him with them.
Yeah.
If you go into a
of the
fucking,
amputee.
if you go into like a Best Buy or EB Games and get the Best Hands edition, it should just come with fucking
Pair
two
of
broad hands that like hold your beers.
Yeah.
Hulk hands,
Or
spray
like
painted
the
white.
Hulk, the like Hulk beer holders that you can like actually put on as gloves.
Yeah.
That have the hole in them that have the beer and you're just drinking out of bronze
You
hands.
could do a whole like they mishear him. He's saying, "Get these hams, get these
steamed hams.
lambs."
Steamed
I don't know. You could work a whole thing in.
They made it seem based on their very cryptic tweet / announcement. They kind of made me think that they are going to be doing some sort of an actual like update to that game as it is progressing in its age. Like
Maybe it won't just be the same engine mechanics. All
no.
that shit.
I mean like updates once the game is released.
oh, I
This
see.
guy changed his music. Here's his new music.
Oh god, that's
That
It's the one thing everyone has always wanted for forever that they've never ever done on that game.
I'm gonna say not 19. I'm gonna say 20. They're gonna drop the number. It's just gonna be WWE, whatever
forever.
for WWE Forever, and it'll just be a living game. They'll just update in and out, and you buy deal. It'll be the FIFA. It'll be FIFA. You want to buy the new season?
FIFA comes out every year. What are you
It's
talking
just
about?
gonna be the future game.
buy the new season of it does for now. buy the new season and get the
They're never
new
gonna do
wrestlers.
that. Well,
No?
not never, but that's we're
You
ways
can make
off
your
from
money
that.
back on those updates.
Vince
Like,
has
you do
never
that.
lost a lawsuit. Are you sure?
Never.
Okay.
100%.
Never. I'm gonna turn the stream off. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. We've been here all damn day playing video games, doing podcasts, and y'all been right there with us. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. I'm going to stream that.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I forget who it was,
Come
but
on, I
somebody
forgot to
said
talk
that they
about
told
that.
you about Kingdom
Netflix
Hearts that you did know about it.
Yeah,
It's probably him.
I had to know.
It might have been him.
Was him? Were they giving the O's?
Yeah, there was a couple of us. Couple of
I
us.
like that that's what that emoji is
Oh,
now.
we told him. I remember him saying that, and I remember
Thank you, Hyperion.
not caring. No, that's
Oh.
rude. That's rude. And when
hey.
Bryce brought it up again, I meant to talk about it. but-
Also, I believe there was some bits dropped at one point.
Oh, were there?
Also from him. Single bits.
Oh, 1 bit.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Hima. That's 1 cent that is going to keep. There's 1 more cent to my rent. There's 1 more cent to keeping us on the air. I appreciate that. This is the worst time to do it because nobody notices.
No, it's during podcast. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, no one notices, and no one can be like, "Oh, thanks, so I appreciate that." Which, listen, we appreciate them all, even if we don't say them.
I made him wait to follow me so that I could see my follower thing.
Oh.
And then she did it, and I was like, oh shit. Do I have that ready to go? And then I thought for a second it didn't work, but then it worked. So
Could. Yeah, we'll be on the internet at some point this weekend. I don't know what time we're getting started tomorrow. Or
what are you doing Monday?
Being hungover and streaming.
Okay,
What do you?
we should do some stuff because I got Monday off.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
got all day, senor.
Let's find something that isn't Fortnite.
Didn't you say that they were going to make Rainbow Six or something was going to be free?
It's not for. Apparently, it's $12. It's a $12 buy-in for Siege.
That's not horrible.
Yeah,
I heard Siege is a very good game right now.
yeah. It's
Is that the like trying to free the hostage
Yeah.
from one team and you're breaking down walls
People
with
in the house
explosives?
games, people breaking
Yeah.
into the
I
house.
would play that.
It's like Overwatch, but you don't. You get 1
Yeah.
life per round,
Yeah.
and you kind of die. It's a lot like Overwatch. Like there are different heroes, and they
That's
all have
on
different
PC, right?
abilities. I think it's on console.
It's
also
also on console. Yeah.
They don't play nice
I have
together
to
though.
communicate with you guys now that you have a different way to play games.
Yeah, we just got to get you in. We just got to start roping people into
you know,
PC town.
I'll drop that money without blinking, but I don't know where I would put it. I want to put it in my room.
It's true.
So
Put it
we might
right
have to
beside
wait till
Warren's.
we get a different place.
Put on the same table as Warren's.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Literally
Corner,
back to
or,
back.
or corner to corner.
Yeah.
So you can like look and see each other.
We can just
Just
fucking, like-
exactly like this.
We just get a kill
Computer
and be
monitor.
like,
Computer
And
monitor.
then a third cam that you can see us both.
just like lean,
Oh,
like
shit.
from
Like a
behind,
fucking land
behind
a
the
real
screen.
streaming house.
Every time we do something, we'll just be like,
A fucking creature hub.
Our internet would explode, I think.
yeah, our
We
internet
would
seems
die.
like it's close to exploding right now.
Really?
Yep.
We got Warren's max. We had to back off the internet. Was why it was clipping.
Yeah.
We tried to use too much internet.
Like as soon as you start streaming, like my Netflix and like my phone are just like buffering, and even when I'm not using that stuff, your stream hitches a lot. Like it'll just go like, what?
It should be good now.
It's
We
fine
should have
now.
fixed
That was
that.
only the first couple days.
I think we fixed that as of like
I thought it was
yesterday.
doing it Not last night, but the night before.
You keep an eye on it. If it does,
Maybe for the first bit of the night before, but then he came in and fixed it.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, we did
That
a
might
little
be-
troubleshooting.
Yeah.
You keep an eye on that. We'll keep troubleshooting.
Duncan's my boy. Duncan's my go-to.
It's also like
Duncan's
when
all of
because
our boys.
sometimes I'm doing a
He's
bunch
a
of
mod
shit
on my
too.
channel, so. And he bragged to.
Oh, he's not a mod in our channel, is he? No.
Sure not.
Fuck you! I'm not the makeup
Give
one.
them.
Stop!
Nope, call them.
Stop stealing my viewers.
That's mine.
Okay, now I'm turning off for real. We'll see ya. We'll see ya. Tomorrow at the very least. Too sweet, everybody.
Rockman on Sunday.
Rockman on Sunday.
Rockman on Sunday.